Qu'est-ce qu'il fait là? Qu'est-ce qu'il fait là? Oh non, non, on n'est pas une patinoire, Roman, reste sur tes roues.
There's drama at the top. Very last run of the season. We hear the beeps, but all beeps and no Bruni.
Ah, il aurait dû partir.
Lloyd Bruni will be
DNS.
DNS today, which means...
Non.
Vraiment?
Allô, allô, il y a du monde?
Hello guys. Hello, bonjour. Bonjour à tous et à toutes. Comment vous allez? Ici on est chaud. On est chaud pour cette course de vélo de descente. Ça va commencer dans quelques secondes. It'll be start in a few seconds. J'espère que vous allez bien, que vous avez passé une bonne semaine, un bon vendredi soir. Nous, on a regardé le VTT rapide hier avec certaines personnes qui sont peut-être présentes aujourd'hui. C'était génial. On a eu un peu un drama. Il y a eu un petit coup de drama avec une collision entre teammates. Mais c'était assez incroyable. Alors, tac. Alors, on est parti dans quelques secondes. Pim, 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 pim. Vous êtes chaud, là? Moi, je suis chaud. Hein. Je suis chaud pour voir une Lisa Bowman finir sur le podium. J'ai pas regardé les qualifs. Est-ce qu'il y a des gens qui savent comment ça s'est passé un peu? Voilà. Excusez-moi pour le son, j'ai oublié. Sorry for the... Yes,
Hello and welcome
I
to
mute the
UCI
stream.
Mountain Bike
Sorry.
World Series, and if that doesn't get you in the mood for a spot of downhill racing, I don't know what will. My name's Rick McLaughlin. I'll be taking you through this afternoon's elite races here in the Valle d'Aosta in Italy. Second year in a row we've been here to the steepest UCI downhill World Cup track ever. Average gradient 29%.
Ouais, je suis pas sûr, ouais. Je suis pas sûr. Comment ça, de deepest? Et Champéry, and Champéry, guys. Is it really the deepest? I don't think so. Je crois pas, non. Bah, on va voir.
1 o'clock Central European time, elite women.
On est parti dans une quinzaine de minutes pour la course. Là, c'est le pré-show. Bienvenue en Italie, à la Thuile. Vallée d'Aoste, pas très loin de chez nous, la Suisse. J'étais en train de regarder les Q1, Q2 là. Donc on a une petite Valley Eul à 4 minutes 3, 270. Suivi d'une Lisa Bowman à 4.3, d'une Nina Hoffman à 4.7. Et puis la Q2, on a une Myriam Nicole en 4.7, une Veronica Widman à 4.7, et après Mathilda Melton qui est à 4.11. Pas mal tout ça, pas mal. On va voir comment ça va se passer alors. Et on a un temps de référence de 4 minutes 3 pour l'instant. En général, ça descend un peu. On va voir. C'est le pré-show. Salut Flo!
It's been honestly a really fun season and a great season so far. It's really cool to see people that aren't from Europe succeeding on a circuit that is primarily European.
It's been super cool. Me, Luca, and yeah, Finn, all North Americans.
This sport has been dominated by Europeans for many, many years, and it's nice to kind of be able to mix it up with them. And yeah, so far this year, it's been really good for North America.
For a long time, it's just been French. There's a lot of inspiration and a lot of growth within the downhill communities in our countries.
I don't know. We're just locking in. I mean, you couldn't do any better than that. Winning Q1 and going and winning finals was insane.
And Asa's such a cool kid, like, and I'm happy for him, and I'm happy that they're approaching it the right way and keeping it fun, and I'm really excited to see, you know, where he goes in the next few years.
For sure, it's crazy. First year elite told me that I could do it if I like had a good run, but also like pretty terrifying because I was like had the #1 and everything, so it was like just pretty gnarly. But
For me, I find it's more visualizing the actual riding than the result. And I got it into my head that all I had to do was just ride the bike.
Oh, il a failli se pendre là.
I don't know why we're doing better this year.
Salut,
It's
Mickey.
just like, I don't know, it's just our time, I guess.
The racing that we have in the US and the series that is growing every year has really helped. The scene in the US has never been better, and it's really cool to see it kind of showing up at the World Cups.
For him to finally get it after, I think it was 14 years, is an incredible thing to see. I'm pretty close with Luca, so for me that was really inspiring.
Well, I guess that's life. It's too fast. 1 foot forward, 1 stuck in the past.
Leo Gang was definitely more emotional for me.
He's always been an insane rider. He's been locking it in, putting them down, so it's super cool to see.
I think anything is possible this year.
The feeling after Lenzerheide was, I just did that, and that feeling is second to none.
It's a historic season so far. I hope it just keeps getting better.
And it could well
Incroyable trailer.
What a time of it
Incroyable.
they are having. The North Americans, last time European, there hasn't been a European winner, excuse me, in the opening 5 rounds of the men's league.
Bon, en tout cas, il fait beau, il fait chaud, il y a une piscine.
Menard and Gwyn sharing out the wins. McDonald
Pas
and
mal.
Smith
Oh, le
getting
petit
some
saut,
through.
là.
There's the bar with the pool.
C'était
Top of
scripté,
the
ça.
course here in the Thuile.
Pas mal, pas mal.
Fans from all
Dans 9
over
minutes,
the
on est
place,
parti.
enjoying the sun here in
Aujourd'hui, je suis
Italy.
tout seul. Machine n'est pas là parce qu'elle est allée chercher des chaussures de vélo. Voilà, elle est allée faire du shopping aujourd'hui.
Let's hear
Je crois pas qu'elle me rejoint après, mais
the script.
on verra.
It's been on course this week.
Oh, le bonhomme Michelin. Ah, bien, on a discuté hier des points de chaîne là. Je pense je vais transformer ça en gruyère. Ah,
Today I'm here in La Thuile in Italy, and this week I'm doing Carlson on course. Let's check it out.
ok, mec, ok. Montre-nous la deepest.
Coming into the first split here, there's a right-hander that's going to be really rough and blown out, and you have to carry speed because you have about 75
déjà là, il y a du
meters
plat.
from that section into the first split, and I think that as it goes, that's the key turn for this sector.
Voilà, il y a du plat. Et ça, c'est la deepest of all time. Je crois pas, non.
So we're here at one of the steepest sections on any course that we'll race all year. We have
Fake,
two
fake,
back-to-back
false.
sort of waterfalls, as you'd call them. This one's really gnarly because you have to jump into it, and as you come through here, there's going to be massive holes, massive ruts, huge braking bumps, and you have 3 different line choices. It's a little bit of a dance to try and figure out where you're braking, where you're letting off the brakes, but this section looks amazing to ride, and I'm excited to see how it beds in and everything else.
Ok, sympa.
So we're here at the second split, at the second road gap. All of the stuff between the first split and here is incredibly steep, incredibly technical. There's going to be a lot of time won or lost in here, and I think it's really important to ride this well so that you can ride and have the flow for the rest of the track from here to the bottom. So we're about, I would say, 2/3 the way down the track now. This is the last really steep bit until the finish line, I would say. All of these sections that are super steep are really interesting because we haven't had much of that yet this year. The track
Les traces ont l'air hyper fraîches par contre.
and especially in these sections because the holes get bigger, because there's more braking, more mistakes, more everything. So I think as the week goes on, this will get harder. So we're here at the bottom of the track on this really gnarly wooden feature. I think for me, this is like the craziest feature we have on the track, but everything else is super natural, super clean. It looks really good. And I'm excited to see what kind of ruts, what kind of holes,
joli.
and what kind of lines.
Belle course, ça a l'air d'être une belle course. Je sais pas ce que vous en pensez, vous, mais...
Can't wait to show you guys the,
What do you think about the race? Looks nice, no? Ça aurait été,
Great
c'était
to
pas
hear
un
it
petit démo là?
from the rider's eye view. Thuile's talking us down that one. What a season he's having. Can he make it 3 in a row here today in Thuile? Won the last couple of rounds in
Oh.
Lenzerheide in
Ça se casse
Switzerland
la
and
gueule.
Leogang in Austria, Isles.
Dans 6 minutes, on part
Has the overall points lead
avec les femmes.
ahead of Amory Piron. They both
Putain, le bonhomme Michelin.
start
Est-ce que
a
c'est la même
little
personne toute
early
l'année?
in the
Ça me
order.
tuerait que ça soit le cas. Ouais, le mec qui est payé à l'année pour faire le bonhomme Michelin, ça me tuerait.
They'll both be involved in the conversation as to who takes home the win today here in Thuile. Well, let's hear from
Ah oui, il faut que je vous raconte un truc.
winner this season.
J'ai montré aux gens hier. Attendez, il faut que je
Fastest
retrouve.
time out, it was Anna
Euh,
Newkirk's turn.
I don't think it's gonna get old.
Voilà, j'ai trouvé.
I didn't really necessarily
Faut
think
que je vous
it was
montre un
gonna
truc
happen
après.
that day, but I'm happy it did.
Newkirk leaves the start hut in Lenzerheide.
It's weird. Like that run in my head didn't feel like I thought a winning run would feel. In Ludenville, I felt so sick. Like I felt so good riding. I got like 9th, and then in Lenzerheide, I like just felt smooth and like I was maybe going too slow. And when I crossed the finish line and I saw the number 1, I just couldn't believe it.
Anna Newkirk takes a debut UCI downhill World Cup win in Lenzerheide.
Anna's win was really special because it's been a long time coming. She's had a really promising junior career and then went for a few seasons as a privateer. Struggled to find the support that she really needed, and when we were looking to expand our team, I thought she had all the ingredients to do what she did and win the race.
He was the first person I saw. That was super sick. Seeing him at the finish line, then I turned around, saw like all my family and friends, and it was so great.
And look at what it means to Anna Newkirk.
The emotion is very real. Like you put so much time and energy and thought into this, and we all do it because we love it and we go above and beyond and we do everything we can to give our riders the best chance.
It was super cool to see. I mean, yeah, she went 1-1, one qualifying, one race, her first time ever doing both of those, so I'm stoked for her. Little team up top.
As a team manager, to have riders that are getting their first win with my team is pretty cool because it's something that I feel like has been a team effort and just really proud to see.
It looks like
Putain,
it's
c'est
going to be
beau.
really fun to ride. It looks like it's going to be physical and hard on the arms. I think arm pump's going to be a big factor here. We'll see. I'm just going to take it day by day and run by run. And yeah, I'm going to try and carry the momentum, but it's always like reassuring having some like good results in the bag for this season.
Well, unfortunately,
Purée, les
Anna
émotions.
Newkirk in
Ah oui, il faut que je vous montre un
finals
truc.
today.
Vite. Avant qu'il... Oups. Avant qu'il se repasse un
The
truc.
30th woman to win
Vous vous
the
souvenez
World Cup
du
Darts
gruyère
race.
à Lenzerheide?
Last time out in the
Ivre,
Lenzerheide,
il vole la
but
meule géante et dort sur un lac.
unfortunately didn't make it through
Il a
qualifying
fauché la meule
yesterday.
de fromage à Lenzerheide, là, le gruyère. Et puis il dort sur le lac avec. Il a dormi une nuit. Tout s'est bien passé, mais il l'a fauché et il a dormi sur le lac.
My name's Rick McLaughlin. I will be taking you through
Lui en
this
vouloir.
afternoon's racing here in
Ça m'a trop
Thuile.
buté.
I'm very
Voilà,
happy to
petite
say
parenthèse.
I am joined by one of only 30 men
Ça m'a
to
trop
ever
tué.
back up a debut
Alors là,
win.
ça me donne
The
vraiment
second
envie
one,
de mettre les points de chaîne en gruyère, là. On va transformer ça, faut que je fasse un petit logo et tout. J'ai pas eu le temps de le faire hier. Mais parce qu'on aura parlé avec les gens du VTT. Et je pense qu'on va transformer ça en gruyère. Voir si je fais un petit clin d'œil avec un... Vous voyez le logo certains films, il y a, je sais plus comment ça s'appelle, certains dessins animés, t'as un mec qui pêche sur une lune. On pourrait faire un mec en sac de couchage sur une rondelle de fromage là, et on met ça comme point de chaîne pour faire les pronostics. Ça pourrait être assez drôle.
It would be steep, it would be natural, it would be demanding like we have this afternoon.
Il
So
mange,
that'd be
j'ai faim.
interesting to see.
J'ai pas mangé.
29% gradient here in
J'ai des
Thuile.
pizzas que je peux réchauffer en plus.
2.3 kilometers long as well, so it's a lengthy track. Upper body strength to the fore in this one, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. It's trying to get yourself as comfortable as you can.
On va partir avec Lisa Bouladou,
And being comfortable with
suivi de Running Melton, Widman, Nicole, Hulsbosch, Ardent, Ernest, je sais plus quoi,
done the hard yards on the bike.
truc bidule,
And we are
Scarziem
both still buzzing
Street,
from two
Hoffman, Bowman,
absolutely
Hull.
electric junior races.
Incroyable. Donc comme on a dit, 4 minutes 3 il me semble, le temps de ref, par
And we are
Vali.
getting ready to go here in La Thuile.
Et on va faire les pronostics, chat.
Second year we have been here in a row in the Val d'Aosta.
Vous êtes prêts pour les pronostics, chat? Are you ready to pronostic your winner?
As it likes to style itself, Monte Bianco, whatever you want to call it, looks down over this place. It's some of the steepest mountain bike riding in the world. Nina Hoffman won this race last year, and she could do with a result this weekend, Mark.
Yeah, she's been a little bit off. I think she
Nina
probably
Hoffman qui avait
agree.
gagné l'année
She'll be
passée
looking
à
to
la
make
Thuile.
amends where she excelled last year.
The crowds have been queuing up here to get in La Thuile all morning long.
Alors, on est parti, je lance les pronostics, chat. 5 minutes.
UCI Downhill World Cup racing, the French national champion Lisa Bouladou.
On est parti avec la française Bouladou, c'est parti.
These turns so key at the top of the course.
Yeah, Rick,
Comme nous a présenté Finn, ce début de chemin blanc. Tu le gaz. Il fait chaud, hein. Il faisait une vingtaine de degrés hier pour le VTT rapide. Donc il va pas falloir pas subir la chaleur. Après, l'avantage avec le vélo de descente, c'est que tu as tout le temps du vent. Un peu d'air frais dans la gueule. Ok,
You
c'est
can't
parti.
really warm into it when it starts at 55k, can you?
No, and it's that thing, isn't it? We talked about it in the junior races that if you're from the UK,
mais moi aussi, il faut que je vote, en fait.
or this like big 50 kilometers an hour across a piste, you just can't do it anywhere. It's alien territory.
Pronostic in the
It's like
chat.
getting used to.
No, exactly
Check,
right. You've got
put
to be
your winner.
used to going that speed, and that's quite difficult with the terrain that we have in the UK.
Bouladou then, this is a really awkward left-hander. Tries to go high, then cut down.
She looks good there. We had a few people pulling high and then having a little bobble in the middle of that turn. No issues for Lisa there. She's straight through, looks really good.
This flat corner on entry as well. We've seen some big drama in the juniors there. It's a really steep shoot into it, and then there's very little rope to actually get hooked on to tip in there.
Yeah, it's difficult because the steepness changes quite dramatically there. So you're coming in not very steep and then turning over a crest into steep. So there's a light section where it's hard to load the front wheel and very easy to push the front over that brow.
And unbelievably, it's steeper and it's longer than Val di Sole, the other Italian round we go to, Worlds this year. But the times are faster here because you just carry that speed the whole way down the mountain.
Yeah, and you're sort of from the course map. It's Route 1 down the hill. It's not a lot of traversing.
There's the big road gap back open for the elites junior women. Didn't do that. 49.8 kilometers an hour in the trees. Bouladou.
She carries great speed between that left and right into that step down.
Getting better and better, Bouladou, isn't she? Now a consistent finalist.
Pour l'instant, ça roule bien, mais c'est difficile de se faire une idée sur la performance. On va voir tout de suite en bas, je pense. C'était 4 minutes 3. Hein.
And I would expect good things from her. Perhaps she builds a little bit more this year and then makes a full attack on it next year.
And we talked before we came on air about this Goodman Santa Cruz
4 minutes and 3 seconds for the Q1
going on down there at the minute. The whole team seems to be
qualification.
clicking and firing now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I think
we will see if
it's great.
Bouladou
They've got some great young talent, doing great things,
gonna do
impressive results
like
that perhaps
this.
you wouldn't expect, and it's really great to see.
C'est long, hein, 4 minutes.
Yeah.
This corner's really awkward here. There's a lot of braking. It's very one line. It kind of funnels you in really
En fait,
tight.
ça va, mais...
Not an easy place to make time.
So fastest time in the Q1 session, 4:03.2 for Valentina Hole yesterday. Miriam Nicole did a 4:07 in Q2 to win it. So we have seen in the junior races those times absolutely obliterated. The elite times getting beaten by the juniors earlier on today from the qualifying sessions yesterday. So it'd be an interesting gauge to see how the track is running here.
Yeah, the standard of those junior races was really high and really impressive to see, and we enjoyed it a lot. There's some highlights.
Yeah, there's a...
She actually goes low there into the berm, keeps out of the holes. That's just saving a little bit of energy, a bit of smart riding there.
It's really chopped out on entry, isn't it, to that big left-hander?
Vous pouvez encore pronostiquer,
Yeah, like
hein.
sometimes if you can stay
N'oubliez
out
pas,
of the
ça
holes,
finit bientôt.
the holes will stand you up. It's hard. You can't always like be aggressive and lean through them. So if you can just stay a little bit lower the holes, it makes it a little bit easier.
Well, here comes Bouladou down towards the line and to give us our benchmark time of a 4:05.8.
4:05, alors c'est plus que le temps de référence.
Yesterday, Valentina Hole's 4:03.2.
Ah, c'est une très bonne descente, mais je pense pas que ça va suffire pour faire un podium.
Of Santa Cruz Bergtech by Goodman.
C'est parti pour la suivante avec Running.
The Norwegian. Riding for Crestline Speed Shop these days. The other half of Dakota Norton. Two of them spend a lot of time on the push bikes together. 1.5 seconds back in second split. Nice.
Et on est à plus 1,5.
Really railed it.
Really nice through there.
Bon, c'est rond, mais...
Frida running. This will suit
Oh, ça
her.
roule sans gants.
Yeah, just taking her time. I don't think the camera there does it justice of how steep it is into that right-hander.
Ouais, alors ça c'est vrai. Je pense pas que c'est vrai que les caméras rendent justice à la pente. Ouais, c'est comme à Champéry, quoi, mais...
Gloveless, which I know you've got opinions on.
Yeah, I don't like it. You're going to part company with your
Bon, on
Steve
voit
in
les
your
arbres
hands,
comme ils
they're
sont
gonna be a mess,
posés
and
par rapport à la
and
piste,
then how do you ride the
c'est
next
pentu,
day
quoi.
where you've got cuts all over your hands? It's just...
Yeah.
But what do I know?
What
I
do
mean,
I-
well,
you,
I mean,
you only won two of them, I suppose, yeah.
what do I know?
But running down for this really chopped out powdery section. Gets a nice little pull across there, works well for
Yeah,
her.
it's like a bigger kicker that some people are opting to go, and there's obviously a nasty hole they're trying to hop over.
Plus 6, wow, c'est fini. Hein.
Time's going away from her here.
C'est fini pour Running.
Lost a lot of time between 3 and 4.
C'est fini.
And we should
Next.
think back to last season.
Qui c'est qui
Whenever
part après?
Nina Hoffman got the win for the Santa Cruz Syndicate. And they got the double win that day, of course. Jackson Goldstone getting the elite men's. But it was really from here on down that Hoffman really extended. Put a lot of time in the lows around her. A lot of time at the bottom of the track. Running
Ensuite,
down towards the
après,
line
on a
then.
Melton.
7.9 back on Bouladou.
Mathilde Melton.
That's those things where you sort of, you know, you get into your rhythm off the start, you build into it, you build into it. All of your training has come into fruition, and you can just open the taps and go for it. And that day for Nina last year was a statement ride, brilliant ride.
It was like our run this morning. Matilda Melton leaves the start hop. Matilda Melton on the Yeti Fox Factory squad. Unfortunately, our teammate Jonty Williamson seen his undefeated status go earlier on today. Can Melton restore a bit of pride? The Yeti pits, 3.3 seconds back. She was green at the first split though, Mark. Oh, just got huckabucked slightly in there. Bike
Yeah,
not looking settled.
No, she managed to gather it up once she hit the corner, but it was a little bit out of shape.
Yeah, lost a second between 2 and 3 as well. Melton, first year elite level rider. Another really fast American.
Oh, a little bobble there. She's lost the
Aïe,
first.
aïe, aïe, ça perd le
Dropping
pied.
low,
C'est un peu
dropping
brouillon
her
pour
power.
Melton. Hein.
And that's how fast it goes wrong on a steep course, isn't it?
Avec les
Yeah,
Yeti,
it's so
magnifique les
easy, and
Yeti,
I
toujours.
think you've got to be quite precise here with the lines. They're sort of fairly set. There's not that much movement to get out because the line's so rough. The track's really blown apart and becomes super physical, especially on the upper body.
Lake Placid, second place last year for Melton as a junior.
Inside of those holes again there. I think it might be sort of blown, and there's no need to go in there. It's horrible.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain on 2 camera shots ago we can hear Jack Moyer as well from Moi Moi TV shouting his approval.
Ouf, elle a eu un petit coup de...
Islandly open then for the last time.
Un petit coup de guidon là.
Just needs to get the big Yeti to the line. Does so. Goes second
Putain,
fastest
c'est
so
vraiment une
far.
arrivée de
So
ski
it's
par
Bouladou,
contre.
Melton running. Bouladou, the French national champ, sleeve on. Making good on a really clean run, but
Elle est repartie avec Widman.
Widman, the Italian national champion, leaves the star hop on the Uno. The Italian crowd have been in here since very early this morning.
Yeah, we had a few chainsaws in full song, which is great to hear, isn't it?
Yeah, the chainsaw, still very much the spirit instrument of the downhill fan.
Veronica Widman, the national champion of Italy. You can see that on her left sleeve there, the colours of the tricolore.
2.1 seconds.
On a une pression,
back at the first
elle a une
split
pression en plus
for Widman so
pour Widman parce que
far.
tu roules à la maison.
Round 1 in South Korea, her best so far, a couple of 15
Après peut-être
spots.
qu'elle s'économise pour les Coupes du Monde bientôt. C'est à Val d'Isole aussi.
She makes that really nice, holds high, carries her speed into this left
C'est quand
berm
déjà?
here.
It's another deceptive one, isn't it? You've got to pull right across there. You get caught on that stump
Ah,
halfway
c'est
across. It's
la
a good
semaine
idea.
du
It's a
24 août.
really awkward camber, I saw, and the hookup that they have at the start of that section is not confidence inspiring. It's full of roots, a couple of big roots in there.
Vera Widman in 2.4 back end, takes a big kick on something through there, Mark.
Yeah, little bobble, doesn't seem to phase her. She's already forgot about it.
Widman came through Q2 yesterday. 11 to go after her. Next up, Miriam Nicole. Ellie Husselbosch after her, gets us into the top 10. Widman, definite signs of improvement. Getting more and more comfortable on that Uno every time we see her. Holds a really nice line off the road, gap.
4-7, ouais, c'est pas assez
Comes
encore.
down
Hein.
in 2.2 seconds back into second place.
C'est pas assez. On sait que Vali a fait 4-3. Donc pour l'instant, ça va pas. Il va pas y avoir encore de diff. Mais la prochaine, c'est Myriam Nicole. Et peut-être que Myriam Pompon va nous faire
Miriam Nicole leaves the star hop for Commensal, muck off by Riding
un
Addiction.
petit tour de
10 to go
magie
after
peut-être.
her. And this, as you said at the top of the show, Mark, will suit Pompon down to the ground.
Yeah, she likes the steep, she likes the technical track, she wants the challenge of the technicality.
Oh, fantastically done for
Pas mal ça. Presque 2 secondes d'avance.
Up on the wall, makes a turn early, turns down.
1.9 seconds faster at the first split. You can see that revised big idler wheel in the Commensal bike. Looked like it just stopped
Oh là là.
on something there.
Yeah, she just caught
C'est
a
bien
hole
passé
there
là.
that seems-
Ça fait un moment qu'on n'a
seems
pas
to
vu
sort
cette
of ride
partie.
it out, no
Ou alors
problems.
j'ai zappé.
Miriam Nicole
Mais c'est plutôt
on
bien
course
passé.
here in the Thuile. Nicole, so successful over the years. 66 podiums to her name,
Ok.
10 wins.
Ça il faut Myriam. Hein.
She holds it high across that camber.
Allez,
there.
Pompon.
She's been really smooth, like making nice arcs, not squaring any corners. She looks really good. This drone shot, really you get a feeling for what the riders are going for here.
Commensal lead the way in elite women's downhill wins with 32.
A little inside there, Rick. She manages to stay out of that blown left-hander.
That left-hander, I mean, it was all
Ok,
but
le
gone
time,
at the end
attention.
of last year. They've not rebuilt it at
C'est
all.
toujours
It's
fait.
left
Attends,
us a really
3
tricky
secondes.
feature. 3.7 seconds faster for Nicole
Wow.
on the time of Bouladou.
48.9 Ks through the speed trap.
You've got to go back to Ludenvale 2024 for Miriam Nicole's last UCI Downhill World Cup win. Is having a good go today.
Does she purposely
pour l'instant,
stay
c'est
low
très
in
propre,
the
hein.
berm there? Do you see that? A little bit shorter route. Interesting.
Maybe just has the grip and has the confidence to make it work and carry
Salut,
the speed on the exit.
Crocrepel.
that bike's set
Pompon
up
va
with
tout
an inch of
casser.
its life to do that kind of stuff.
Commensal,
On espère, on
knocked off by
espère.
Riding Addiction, one of the slickest operations in the pits. In terms of setup,
De la Q2,
up
si
against
je
it at the minute.
puis me
Commensal
permettre.
Schwalbe by Lizor, doing a lot of winning in 2026. They'd love to get the status back. As Nicole heads
Son
towards
temps de rêve, c'est 4-7 et Vali 4-3.
She's still faster by 3.2 seconds. She's
Ok, il y a
lost
toujours
half a
3 secondes
second, but
d'avance.
crucially, still leads this race.
Pas de souci. Avec
4:03.2, the
plaisir.
fastest Q1 time of Valentina Hall yesterday. Needs to be up at least in and around that Nicole here. If the other two races today so far are anything to go by, needs to beat it by a chunk.
Oh, it's nice through there. She stays high, gets exactly where she wants to.
Nicole working her way down.
You see the light there, like how dappled it is. It's so hard to see if there's been a change in front of you
prochain temps.
from this morning practice to now.
Here we go, 2.9.
Allez, ça perd un peu, mais c'est toujours devant. Faudrait pas perdre de temps là, faudrait remettre un petit coup de pédale. Faut vraiment faire moins que 4-3. Ou alors 4-3 pile.
Grabs a couple of pedal strokes there, drives the big common style Supreme on. RockShox's flight attendant system adjusting itself all the way down the track.
You notice she's on the air shock, Rick.
Yeah, on the air cam, not the coil and oil, heads towards the line. Miriam Nicole is going to go
Oh,
fastest in the trail by 2.6
4-3. 4-3 chat. C'est plus rapide de quelques centièmes, je crois. C'est plus rapide que Vali, je crois. Oh là, le flou.
And here we go into a top 10, separated by just 7.3 seconds yesterday.
C'est parti pour Ilses Bosch.
Santa Cruz Syndicate. Third finals appearance of her debut elite season.
Nouvelle-Zélandaise qui
7.3
s'élance.
seconds back on Valley Hole yesterday, Mark.
Yeah, she started off the weekend well. She won time training. Oh, really?
Wow,
inside
putain, le
there.
drift.
The most inside we've seen anyone go through there today so far.
And the section before she
On
set
est à
up all the way
0,8 pour
on
l'instant,
rider's
c'est ok,
right,
hein,
and
c'est
then
ok.
cut across to the
Ouah, plus
inside.
3 par contre, là c'est
Interesting to
mort.
see. She's just trying to stay out of the rough and the
J'ai parlé
bumps.
trop vite.
3.3 seconds back though for Husselbosch. 50
Plus
kilometers
3
an hour
secondes,
on the
ça
speed
va être
trap.
difficilement rattrapable. Mais on est qu'au deuxième point, donc peut-être qu'elle va nous sortir un peu de magie, mais je doute qu'elle bouffe 3 secondes. Hein.
You've got to be thinking that she's made a mistake between 1 and 2.
Ouais, Vali, elle a fait une belle performance l'année dernière. Mais toutes, hein, j'ai envie de presque toutes font une bonne performance à leur niveau. C'est vrai que Vali, elle bombarde. Hein.
Elite women's race and top 10 times from Lenzerheide at the last round, halved compared to the same race last time out. So Husselbosch, big part of that. The New Zealander.
Attention, on va voir le timing si Eliana nous a sorti un peu de magie, mais je pense que pas. Ouais, voilà. 3-5. Ça va être derrière, ça va être derrière. Est-ce que ça suffit pour un podium? On ne le sait pas encore, mais je doute que ça podium.
Yeah. 9 riders to go after this woman. Hattie Harnden out next.
She gets up high, nice, carries the speed over this little gap.
Husselbosch, another one of those riders you can see running the little bar ends on the end of the grips to help keep their hands on there.
Bien pour le live. Merci,
Nicely across that little stump
Salut.
gap into the trees
Pas de
again.
soucis.
Down towards the
Avec
next
plaisir,
split
les
for
gars.
Ellie Husselbosch.
You see how she gets pedals in just in that
Plus
area.
4, ouais, non, ça va être chaud pour Eliana.
Obviously chosen to do that. It's a tactic to just get those pedals in.
Bon, c'est une belle course, hein, c'est une belle perf. Parce qu'elle n'empêche, elle est un peu méchante. Hein. On voit, il y a beaucoup de poussière, comme au VTT hier. Il y a vraiment des coins, il y a eu 2-3 crashs à VTT, la course rapide. Il y a vraiment des coins qui peuvent être cachés par la poussière, des petits trous, des petites racines. Tu peux te faire piéger si t'es pas prêt, quoi. Si t'es pas vigilant. Wow. Putain, elle s'est lancée... C'est lancé dans le vide, quoi. Belle course, mais pas suffisant. Et je crois qu'après, on est parti avec Arden.
I don't know. We kind of talked about it in the junior race where you could be just route 1 A to B and just smash the main line, or you start
Allez, avec le vélo tout moche.
And you really need a stopwatch to
Ah, on-
know that. I'm sure
ah, on
Syndicate have
Racing.
done their due diligence.
C'est parti
on
pour
that and
Harriet
know
Harden.
which is faster.
Hattie Harnden for Aon Racing.
L'anglaise.
leads the Star Hop. Hattie
Qui nous
Harnden
fait des belles perfs en enduro
quietly
aussi.
having a
En tout cas,
really good
je sais
season
pas si
so
elle fait cette
far,
année
yet
ou
to
pas,
finish
mais
lower than 7th. Best result remains a 4th place
la
at
mobilette.
round 1, 2.2 seconds
Ils ont
back
planqué
at the
le
first
moteur
split,
dedans. Mais apparemment, ils ont oublié de
big,
l'alimenter
heavy
parce
impact.
qu'on est
A
à plus
little bit
4.
short there. You see the double bounce. It bounced off the landing and missed a bit.
Well, she crashed in Sector 1 yesterday in her qualifying run, so maybe there's more time left in Hattie Harnden further down the course than we're maybe expecting.
I think coming from enduro, she'll be used to longer stages, rough, obviously on the trail bike, and maybe she comes into her own like lower down.
Enduro, of course, taking place this weekend as well. UCI EDR World Cup tonight, one of the big nights in it, the night stage.
Putain, ça
She hit that right
tabasse
hander
le
really
retour
hard.
là-bas.
Looks good.
Oh, nearly loses the front end.
You
lap
see
big guy.
Okay.
a little bubble on the front. You sort of
C'est,
kicking the bars as
ouais.
it was just pushing.
Yeah,
C'est
whole
pas très
stage lit
propre,
up.
mais ça roule. Qui c'est qui
Later
étrangle
on
un
this
canard
season
là?
here in Thuile. If you like watching gravity racing, this is the day to do it here in the Dolomites. Highlights of that available on the Whoop UCI Mountain Bike World Series social channels as always. Keep a good eye out. Hattie Harnden 3.7 back at the third split here, and
Oh, she goes a little bit higher into that camber. I think it doesn't allow you to stay high when you do that, because you don't get that little punch to like push up high to open up the left on the way out of that.
Je pense que c'est loin.
On the exit of that camber section.
C'est
well,
loin du
certainly
podium pour
Gallops,
Harden.
Aon bikes, absolutely no problem of a higher front end set up on them, but Mark.
Ok, bon, ça augmente un petit peu, mais c'est ok.
Ah,
merci pour avoir donné la bière au chat. Bravo. Il est où d'ailleurs?
Yeah, you've got to try and adjust
vrai
your
chat.
neutral position on the bike.
Ah, il doit être dehors,
Obviously,
je
when it's
pense.
so steep, the weight, the gradient
Merci
wants
pour le
to
chat.
push you forward onto the handlebars.
Sache
So
qu'avec
you
les points de
counter
chaîne, tu
that
peux
by
voter pour
lifting the stem up a little bit, putting some spaces under your
ton
direct mount
gagnant
stem.
préféré sur
And
les
also add in a
10
little bit of
derniers de la
compression to the
start list.
floor. You want a
Du
bit
coup,
more
là, c'est trop
progressive,
tard parce qu'on a déjà lancé le vote,
suspension.
mais pour les mecs, tu pourras voter si jamais. On fait un petit concours et d'ailleurs, on pense renommer les points de chaîne en gruyère. Voilà.
Hattie Harnden in the second place behind Miriam Nicole.
She pulled almost a second in the last.
Salut de Gasman.
Got a really nice line. I know it's like
Hello,
nothing, but
thank
off that
you.
final big man-made feature, just cut inside and let the bike drift out wide, carry speed down to the line. Well,
C'est parti pour Sacha
Ernest
Ernest.
is up next for Trek on Broken.
Ah, il est beau ce bike, hein. J'aime bien le kit. Belle couleur et tout. Le casque un peu moins, mais les vêtements sont stylés.
I heard that she's had a crash and hurt her right hand, and she's been sort of trying to experiment with wearing gloves.
Il n'y a personne qui a des gants, j'ai l'impression. Hein. Pourtant, rouler dans ce qu'on dirait un peu de l'ardoise, si tu tombes et t'as pas de gants, rip les mains. Hein. On est presque à plus de 2 secondes. C'est rattrapable, on va dire, mais va falloir donner. Hein.
Looking good through there, links those corners up, lovely.
Yeah, little whip as she went across there, clearly comfortable on the bike. Got a win in Val di Sole as a junior, so well able for the steep stuff. Took a big impact there across that gap.
Ah, j'ai pas vu le big impact.
Whole Trek on Broken squad lifted by the return of Lockie Stevens McNabb in elite men's field. Matt Walker going well at the minute as well. Ashino Callahan sadly not making it through.
La caméra qui s'éteint, quoi. Il a marché sur le câble. Ok, on va voir maintenant si c'était rattrapé. C'est loose. Oh, c'est rattrapé au 0,7. Waouh, elle a presque rattrapé 2 secondes. Pas mal. Donc c'est possible entre le 2 et le 3 de gagner du temps. Intéressant. On retient ça. L'enduro de nuit, c'est la folie. Tu dis à cet endroit-là ou en général? J'avoue, j'ai jamais roulé de nuit. Si, mais sans lampe. C'est un peu casse-gueule. On a trop tardé en haut de la montagne et puis on est descendu dans la nuit. C'était marrant avec les téléphones dans la bouche là pour éclairer les pneus un peu.
and just rely on
La
a clear
galère.
lens.
She's faster by a
Oh,
second
c'est
now.
moi
She's put a
un.
load of time in
On a
there.
gagné du temps encore. OMG.
All of a sudden,
C'est intéressant,
Sasha
chat.
Ernest in the lead.
C'est
Larissa
intéressant
gets
parce
some
qu'on
pedal
voit que
strokes on the
depuis,
corner.
on peut être lent au début jusqu'au point 2 et après on peut gagner du temps. Mais pas mal, hein.
It's looking great.
This is looking really, really positive from Sasha Ernest. And sometimes, Mark,
Elle vient de prendre 3 secondes là, facilement. Ernest qui nous sort un 3,58. 3,58, chat. Bah, c'est une dinguerie.
That's their first,
C'est propre, hein.
second woman under 4 minutes this weekend.
Unbelievable start.
Incroyable.
Sasha Ernest into the hot seat.
Ah, where is
Next
Colombia,
up, though,
chat?
Valentina Roa Sanchez.
Je sais qu'il y a des Colombiens dans le chat des
Trio
fois.
of belt-driven bikes in the
South
finals.
America, it's your turn.
There's none in the elite men's top 10.
C'est parti. Pour Valentina Roa
Belted purse
Sanchez.
still very much up for grabs from Gates.
Ok, ok, ça va être intéressant alors. Ah, c'est déjà vert.
UCI World Cup on a belt-driven bike, and at the minute, Roa Sanchez is making a good case for it. 3/10 of a second, just as we saw.
Vert, mais c'est le truc pour l'instant.
Yeah,
C'est pas ce qui va
absolutely.
suffire
She's
à
right in touch through the first
faire
sector.
une diff.
She looks really good on the bike, and also it's just come to me. She's quite slight. There's not a lot of mass to her, but that could actually be a benefit here because you've got to slow that mass down on such a steep track. She can brake a bit later. It's easier to slow herself down, change direction easier. Could be a really positive thing.
Yeah, the Colombian making good sense of this really loose Italian terrain. Roa Sanchez. We talked about
Ok,
Lisa
attention le
Bouladou
timing.
moving up and becoming
Aïe,
a
plus
regular
2.
finals feature.
Plus 2. Je pense qu'il va vraiment falloir maîtriser où mettre son énergie. Là, elle a l'air de l'avoir mis au début. Hein. Et on va voir.
Bouladou, now a regular finals rider. So's Roa Sanchez. Really stepped up her riding this season. The Colombian national champion.
Goes great over there. Gets over that brow. This is so rough through here. See how many big hits are like back to back.
There's no nice way through there, but this is now the section where certainly Sasha Ernest managed
ça
to
m'a l'air
find
un
a
peu
lot
lent
of
tout
time,
ça.
So Roa Sanchez
On va voir après au
nice and neatly through there.
Yeah, it looks
time
good,
zone,
doesn't
mais
it?
je pense
She
que
took
c'est
a
un peu
big impact in that
peu lent.
right-hander. It's one of those ones where you just fall straight 90 degrees onto that shelf.
Straightened up slightly in that left-hand corner there. 2.7
alors ça n'a
back,
pas
so she
beaucoup
lost half a
augmenté,
second
mais
again.
effectivement, ça n'a pas sorti de la magie
Just as you
comme,
were saying that she's, you know, a
comme
more
la
compact
précédente.
rider on the bike. Wonder if that just comes at the expense of a bit of upper body strength as well. 6 to go after her. Jess Blewett out of the traps next.
Through this key little camber. Looks good.
Again, really nice, neat and tidy run from Roa Sanchez. It's deceiving in that we can't really see many mistakes from her, but maybe just lacking a little bit of intensity, Mark, which of course is easier said than done.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there a little bit of fatigue? You know, it's a hard week riding this rough technical track, and
5.1 seconds back now, so she lost a lot more time, and as well that zeroed on the weightier side of downhill bike as well. I'm guessing that's a heavier structure to pull across those gaps and get the stick on the off cambers.
yeah, potentially. You know, I don't think there's a lot in the. You know, they're putting ballast on the bikes now to sort of settle them down and keep them stable under braking or over rough terrain. So I'm not sure there's so much in that, but well, it's a physical week to ride this track day in, day out.
Valentina Roa Sanchez down across the line, 7.3
ouais, c'était pas
seconds.
terrible. Mais bon, elle est arrivée en bas entière sur les roues. C'est le principal. Puis elle est assez jeune, hein, donc c'est toute une expérience qui passe aussi.
Junior. Got that one. Next up though.
Ah, qui c'est qui est arrivé? J'ai pas vu.
For Scott Downhill Factory, 1Q2 last time out.
On a
in Lenzerheide,
Her
safety
Story
crew in
Yamine
Q1.
et Animated.
This run
Merci pour le
is
follow.
looking
Thank
good
you.
so far, and our time and
Ah là,
screens for
c'est fini
Blewett.
là. Un peu en retard. On est parti avec Jess Blewitt. Et c'est très rapide même, 1 seconde 3 pour le départ. Mais on a vu avec Sanchez là que si on pousse trop au début, ça peut impacter la suite. Donc, ça va être la même chose pour Blewitt. Salut Hack. Hacks.
Latest Gambler chassis, and it seems to be
Merci
making the
beaucoup.
world of difference. Dakota Norton's back and feeling it. Benoit Coulange was on for a good one until a puncture.
Out wide there on the right-hand side of the track.
And you can see that she got to release the brakes nice and early and drive.
Est-ce que
out
le
of the turn.
Gambler va nous afficher vert? C'est toujours vert, chat. Mais ça descend.
3/10 of a second. Now
Elle a
still in
perdu
the green
1
for
seconde.
Jess Blewitt.
52 k's an hour through the speed trap.
A little bit of a back injury coming out of Ludenville for Jess Blewitt. So now we're seeing her at her full
Elle
best.
s'était fait mal à Loudanviel apparemment.
Big moves.
Je me souviens plus. Ça a l'air de rouler là.
I can breathe free there. For that split second that I jumped that, I can like inhale. And here, this track, when it's so physical, those moments are massive.
Yeah.
Because you can just, like, you're not like breathing and concentrating. You're like, relax for a sec, breathe, calm yourself down, go again.
Putain, j'ai trop faim, j'aurais dû manger avant, chat. Alors, quand les femmes est finies, peut-être je me chauffe vite la pizza.
Yes, I guess.
Half a pedal stroke and half a breath.
I didn't have a name for it. That's just why cross-country guys work different.
9/10 of a second faster here, Jess Blewitt. This is looking really, really good for Scott.
C'est pas mal, hein, c'est toujours vert, chat. Ça c'est remonté d'1 seconde presque. Elle est bien, hein.
Patrice celebrating.
She is good.
There's a couple of key sections that she really needs to nail if she wants to take the hot seat.
Nicely done through there, Blewitt. And you can just hear that Scott working really, really well underneath her, tracking the ground.
Yeah, it looks like it's stuck to the ground and so rough through there.
Yeah, you can see the suspension for it doing its best to keep the rider upright through there. There it is, Patrice. Oh, half a second
Aïe,
back
0,5
in
rouge.
the red now for Blewitt.
Ah là 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 là. Elle a reperdu du
Can
temps.
she turn it around here? One of the final sectors almost goes off the bike in that left-hander.
She got a little bit sucked into that rut, didn't she? It didn't quite give her the exit she wanted.
Nice exit of there, though.
Peut-être. Hein.
And that's the thing, when it's this steep, it just keeps coming at
Peut-être
you.
deuxième.
Really aggressive on the bike, this from Blewitt. Is it going to add up by the time she gets the line? Or are we going to see a
Attention.
new fastest time here in the Thuile? Jess Blewitt crosses the line.
Deuxième.
And goes into second place.
Deuxième pour Blewitt.
1.1 seconds.
Belle run, hein, belle run.
Sasha Ernest, fastest time. New Zealand, 1-2. In the Thuile as things stand, Ernest, Blewitt, Miriam Nicole, your top three. She was faster for so much of that run, Blewitt.
Et c'est parti pour la deuxième italienne à la maison.
Next up, Gloria Scarzi has never raced here before. Missed this race last season and rode straight into top 5 in Q1 yesterday. So maybe, just maybe.
On l'a dit tout à l'heure là pour l'italienne précédente, c'est une pression particulière hein, de rouler à la maison aussi. Est-ce que ça va porter ses fruits ou handicapé? Alors pour l'instant c'est vert. La pasta de la pizza de la mamma. on a vu au cross-country hier, et ils interviewaient les Italiens là pour un peu le trailer, l'historique et tout. Et j'ai vu qu'il tenait ses mains comme ça. Et puis j'ai vu que quand il parlait, il faisait des petits... il se retenait de parler avec les mains. C'était assez drôle. Ça descend vite, hein. J'ai l'impression que ça y va fort. Alors est-ce que c'est une impression? On va voir bientôt.
Does she opt to go out on the right here, like we've seen?
Be interested to see what she does with this really flat turn through here.
Just a little bit, and then dives inside to stay away with it's blown on the outside.
Vraiment des virages secs, un peu mous. Il y a de tout quoi dans cette course. Ah, on est rouge, mais c'est pas loin. Pour l'instant, pour moi, ça va. Il faut pas lâcher le rythme. Il faut pas lâcher le rythme. Pour l'instant, c'est OK. Ça peut passer, c'est rattrapable. On a vu qu'après le point 2, ça peut être vert.
one of the strongest riders out there. We know that she'll get better as this course goes on. Over that little rise, makes good sense of that really choppy section, doesn't get too unsettled.
You see how she like gets on top of that first little double and then almost like picks off it to try and like get on top of the next bump. If you like skim the top of the bumps, it's less energy into your body and you can carry momentum.
It's definitely easier said than done, but
it's a lot easier said than done.
Scarzy for MS Racing.
Alors attention, est-ce que...
Watching on, I'm sure.
Oh, she hit that left really
absolutely blows that left apart.
Aïe, 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 plus 1,5. Non, elle n'a pas rattrapé le temps.
Italian fans roaring her on the whole way down though. Scarzy into the trees yet again. This section just all blowing out off camber. Really hard to spot your lines. Nicely across there. 4 to go after this woman.
Full commitment. She loaded up.
Oh, merci.
Pulled up high. Really nice.
Oh,
Great
le thé
riding.
froid, là, le meilleur thé froid du monde.
There's been some big, bold line choices in this run, but you need to see some big time off the clock. Another one there, Mark.
Same again. I like what I see there. Look really good.
Is she going to turn back the tide here? No, 3.4 seconds back Scarzy now. So maybe this Thuile Hill track just coming back to bite one of its own.
It doesn't look like she's lost aggression though. Like these little moves that we've been commenting on, it looks like she's still there, but the clock is telling a different story right now.
Does that mean we're looking at just compounded fatigue across the run? Just there's more stuff coming at you, your arms are screaming at you, lower back screaming at you. Scarzy though heads down towards the line where there'll be plenty of Italian fans screaming her name, crosses it, goes into 4.6 seconds back. Sasha Ernest, all of a sudden,
Ah, dommage.
has got 4 riders left at the top and remains in the hot seat. What a huge result this would be for Trek Unbroken. As we look back at Gloria Scarzy's run, Mark did very little wrong in this run.
Oh,
No, we didn't see anything that was wrong. Like, look, she hits that.
Le vélo, il
pulls
ramasse.
the front end up. She's
Et Neko,
manhandling
salut.
the bike.
Yeah, I guess well over to the
Merci pour le
inside there for the next left. Beautiful riding from Scarzy. Next
La
up, though,
suivante, c'est notre Canadienne.
Tracy Hemstreet, third here last season, second
Tracy
in
Hemstreet.
Ludenville. Wants to get back on the top step, wants to get back to winning ways.
Vous avez fait des bonnes performances l'année passée jusqu'à ce qu'elle se casse la gueule.
In the Adidas Predator race
Je crois à Champéry et à Lenzerheide, je crois, les deux. Non, Champéry et Mont-Sainte-Anne. Elle est tombée dans le public là, à Mont-Sainte-Anne. On l'a peut-être vu dans le trailer au début du stream.
Donc
on va voir si elle revient en tête d'affiche.
And it's not smooth. You can see the energy going through the bike. Hemstreet really clever though. Gets down low on the bike now. Cross that gap.
Salut
Gets the
Camille,
front end
merci
back
pour le
down
follow.
onto the ground. Again, goes to the inside for that left. Looking nice and planted on the bike.
Yeah, links it all up. Really nice.
Yeah, we mentioned it in the junior women's race, didn't we? The development work on that in Norco is starting to really pay dividends now. The bike looks fantastic. Bodie Kuhn, superb.
Ok, 0,6 c'est
session
ok.
from him yesterday,
0,6 c'est
elite men's.
ok. Pas trop d'efforts rond, mais il faut rester dans le temps.
Six
Et c'est
tenths of a
après
second,
la
sorry,
P2,
Mark,
enfin
back to the
le... Après la time zone 2, il faut tout donner. Parce qu'on a vu qu'on pouvait gratter pas mal de secondes.
A trio of wins to her name so far.
Salut
Hemstreet, and they
Casimir.
all have really come from
Tu vas bien?
exceptional riding in steep terrain, and she'll not be worried one bit about what lies in front of her here in Thuile.
Oh, that's committed over there.
That's completely.
T'as vu l'histoire
blind
du
off that.
gruyère
You cannot
qui
see where you're trying to
a
set the
fini
bike
dans le
on.
lac?
You just need to hit your mark and hope.
Je sais pas si t'étais là hier. Et puis juste avant.
Skipping across the holes, just trying to stay out
Ouais.
of as many
Je crois que
bumps
c'est
as she
juste
can.
à
It was a big battle
Léo
for
Gang
her
qui
in
faisait un
Leogang.
test.
The Norco Adidas behind the scenes.
Le quoi dans le lac? Le
Really
gruyère.
struggles with that course.
Le gruyère.
That big whip at the end of the motorway section in Leogang.
So outright again, cuts to the inside to miss that blown turn. Smart riding.
Fast through there, Hemstreet. That looked good to my eyes. Greg Menard down at the bottom, watching on. 4/10 of a second.
Je te montrerai après, t'inquiète.
Here, Hemstreet. There was a little bit of a ripple on social media that we might have seen Menard on a race
J'ai
bike
loupé un
this
truc, je crois.
weekend, but
T'inquiète,
sadly
t'inquiète.
not.
À Lenzerheide, on n'arrêtait pas de déconner avec le gruyère. qui était au bord des
Nice
pistes.
across there from Hemstreet.
Et puis il y a un gars qui l'a fauché
Links those two
et
berms up.
qui l'a mis sur le lac. Et puis il a dormi dessus une nuit. Un type un peu ivre.
Skips across that big hole there off that
C'était assez
landing of that
drôle.
double.
Et du coup, on avait déconné pendant le live sur le gruyère. Et après coup, j'ai vu ça, j'étais mais c'est pas possible.
Yeah, she didn't quite carry momentum
Il y a un
between the
type qui a
middle of the
fauché
corner,
notre
but
gruyère.
straight on the pedals. She knows she's lost a bit. She's back on the pedals to make that back.
Good awareness from the
So good.
Canadian. Oh, it's getting deep that now, isn't
Attends,
it?
est-ce que
That
j'ai encore
turn?
le lien?
What's the next split
Ah
gonna
oui,
tell
voilà.
us? She's faster by
Ah.
0.3 of a second. That's got Sasha Ernest's attention on the
Ivre
hot seat. What
vole une
reaction.
meule géante et dort sur
No,
un
we
lac.
just had a bit of colourful language.
Voilà, j'ai mis.
Hot seat.
Bah, apparemment, il a bien dormi. Ouais. J'ai mis le lien là. J'ai mis le lien du 20 minutes.
Gracie Hemstreet.
It's a bit of cat and mouse. This is like hanging in the balance. It's great.
Yeah, this is as close as it's been all race long. We've seen some big chunks of time gouged out of the Dolomites so far today by Hemstreet, looking like she's on one here.
That was as good as we've seen through that camber and carrying her speed out.
Alors on revient dans la course, c'est vert, hein.
You can hear
C'est
that
vert pour la
motor
Canadienne.
just monstering through the chop. What is the next split going to tell us? It's tender hook stuff. Hemstreet now 1.3 seconds back. She's lost a second in there somewhere.
You didn't see that.
Ça
did
parle
you?
mal
You
dans le
see
chat
that?
déjà.
That time disappearing.
It's just been sucked out from underneath her somewhere. Gracie Hemstreet has lost a second of
Les
time
mecs ont
here.
pas encore
It's
commencé que ça parle
alarm
mal.
bells now for the Canadian from Norco. Adidas needs to get a move on.
This is where you got to really fight for it, really dig in.
Ah, c'est
grit your
redevenu
teeth
rouge,
stuff
hein.
and Just force it over the line.
Elle a perdu une seconde là. Je sais pas si c'est mort. Hein. Elle a fait une petite erreur. J'ai pas bien vu s'il y avait quelque chose qui a vraiment été terrible. Mais 3 secondes, c'est énorme.
No, you don't see anything that was just. It must just be like fatigue.
It's just energy going
Yeah,
away from them,
energy
isn't it?
just going away.
Ouais, c'est ça. Je pense qu'il faut bien maîtriser
Look at some of
où
these
tu vas mettre ton
shots.
énergie
All the
pour
lines
le
definitely
garder
were
jusqu'au
Sydney
bout,
for
quoi. Parce
Hemstreet.
que
Oh, she was
on a
great
vu
through
des
this
gens qui
section.
s'étaient.
Carried
On
loads
a vu,
of
je sais plus qui maintenant.
What a
C'était Sacha, je crois.
finale to this elite
Qui a fait vert.
women's race.
Non, qui était rouge au début. Et tout d'un coup, elle a fait vert, mais elle a gratté des secondes de fou. Elle s'est économisée pour ensuite, à partir du deuxième point, tout mettre. C'est parti pour l'Allemande Nina Hoffmann. Santa Claus. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'elle va nous faire? Elle roule fort, elle. Hein. Elle a pas peur. Il reste 3-4 personnes, je crois. Bah, après Nina, il reste Bowman. Voilà, il reste 2 personnes.
Be aggressive with it. Clearly, she's one of the stronger athletes that we have here, and she just won it all in the bottom
Nina.
section of the track last year. So let's hope for this run to be right there.
52, 53 kilometers an hour across the piste.
Look how low she is
Ça
down behind
booste
the
la
bars
position
there.
aéro.
57 kilometers an hour. Nina Hoffmann charging here in the Thuile. The German
ça va
national
vite, hein.
champion has a couple of bites of the cherry on the way through that right-hander. Just trying to get the V10 to grip. It's so powdery and loose up there at the minute.
Nina qui avait gagné l'année passée. Ouais. 1 seconde 3. Ok, mais on l'a déjà vu. On a déjà vu ça. Mais il faut que ça reste jusqu'au bout.
Let's see how she goes here. Pulls up high. A little bit tentative in the mid corner, but she's carried her speed
C'était un
out.
peu lent
Looks
dans ce
good.
virage, j'ai trouvé, mais.
She's nearly 4 seconds to find after
On va voir.
Q1 yesterday, but we've already seen that time go by the wayside today. This track, the La Thuile Hell track, running really, really fast this morning. All the way through junior racing, looking every bit as fast through elites. And this is one of the big pre-race favourites.
Oh, she skips across one of those holes onto that little crossing. Thread the needle high on this camber. Seems to be hitting her marks well enough right now.
Yeah, making good sense of this so far, Hoffmann. Nothing dramatic, but that will add up over the length of the run. Through this really steep section into this really awkward left, goes out super wide there, Mark, on the way into it.
So she'll dive inside now. That seems
on
to
a
be the
bientôt
theme of what
le
they've
time
all
zone
figured
2
out,
là.
that the outside of that left
Est-ce
has
que ça va
gone away.
passer?
Yeah, just try and stay in the middle if she can. The next split tells us that she's still
Ah, c'est toujours vert.
1.1 seconds
C'est
now
toujours une
faster.
seconde, elle a
Pete looks
perdu
on the
200.
bottom, Ellie Russelbosch looks on the bottom.
200 centièmes, millième, je sais plus comment on dit.
Of a smile on the face of Steve P.
Oh, she was
Okay.
fast into there. That's as fast as we've seen.
C'est
entry
propre pour
speeds
l'instant,
and stuff left
full
hander.
gaz.
This is the part of the track now where she really did some damage last year.
On va voir si elle a tout mis dès le départ ou pas maintenant. C'est maintenant qu'on va voir au time zone 3 si elle a mis trop d'efforts en haut.
Nina Hoffman, oh, really nicely.
Mais le rythme a l'air correct, hein, chat.
When she's on full song, she's a big, powerful rider, but just almost like an alpine skier, just glides down
Attention,
the
on va
track.
savoir
Beautifully,
maintenant.
Hoffman, great to watch.
Absolutely great to watch. Just really executing a great run right now.
Et c'est toujours... Et ça monte.
1.6, so she's edged a little bit more.
Nina
time.
qui a vraiment de l'expérience. Hein.
Half a second in there.
Comme
It could be more
elle dit,
now, though.
croquepelle
This is a
là.
section that she
La
really
mamie.
excelled in. Has done throughout practice here as well. Hoffman's been super quick on course all week long.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, nicely done through there, Hoffman. We've seen the last few riders start to suffer now, but it doesn't look like that to me from Hoffman.
She opted not to like hop over and just let it roll, let it keep rolling.
1.6 seconds.
En tout cas, c'est bien parti, effectivement. Hein.
What is split 4 going to tell us? Here
Attention,
comes
qu'est-ce qu'il
Nina
va nous dire?
Hoffman, the German rider down to it, pushes the bike on.
Oh,
7
ça perd
tenths
du
of a
temps.
second now.
Ça perd du temps, il faut faire attention, hein, parce qu'on a vu que dès la rampe, on peut perdre une shit de temps.
Oh, getting tired now, Hoffman.
It looked like
Allez,
the
faut
front end was
continuer,
getting
Hoffman,
a
hein,
little
faut
bit
pousser,
wayward there.
pousser, madame.
There's a big rut start
Allez.
to form in that left-hander as well. It's getting crumbly out there.
Allez, 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 allez.
Hoffman still in that trademark stance on the bike. Just standing in the middle of it, 181 beats per minute on the Whoop Live. It might well be a bit higher now as she comes down towards the line. Is she going to go fast?
Aïe, 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 troisième.
1.7 seconds.
C'est fou le temps qu'ils perdent.
Le
temps qu'elles perdent dans ces derniers virages. C'est une dinguerie quand même. Le setup est terrifiant. J'ai la F1 en même temps, je prépare le gravel. Un samedi parfait. Il a toutes les courses en marche. Manque plus qu'un match de foot et puis t'es bien.
Yeah, what would have been a fourth career win for Nina Hoffman. Just seemed to get away from her.
Il y a tout ça en même temps, hein, c'est temps.
Yeah, at the bottom, she's
on n'a pas
saying, so
entendu.
that will be fed back up to the top, but here we go.
C'est parti,
This
chat.
is gonna be
Pour la
fascinating.
Suisse.
It is the battle
Let's
of the
go.
Commensal Schwalbe by Les Or teammates. Second fastest in qualifying yesterday. Lisa
Let's
Bowman
go, Bowman. On y
is taking
croit.
a shot at the Queen
Tu peux le
today.
gaz, Bowman.
Valley Hole.
The student and the protege.
Yeah. This is going to be absolutely box office stuff. Lisa Bowman
La nouvelle recrue
leaves the
Monster,
start
ouais.
hut in La Thuile. This course will suit her.
La nouvelle
Down
Monster.
to the ground, loves the steep technical riding. 1 and 2 and quality
Oh, ça va
yesterday
vite,
for
hein.
Commensal Schwalbe by
Presque
Les Or for
60
the
km/h.
first time.
60,
Bowman
ouais, on a eu le
versus
pic.
Hull today.
On a eu le
She's
pic.
wearing the European Championships jersey. You
La
can see
championne
the blue
européenne, la
stars,
Suissesse,
blue stripe with the stars on her
qui
chest.
vient de ma
Currently
région en
just
plus.
outside the top 5 in the UCI World Cup overall. Would like to change that. 0.6 of a second slower than Valley yesterday. Absolutely nothing in it.
1,4
1.4
d'avance.
seconds faster
C'est
than
bien parti
Sasha
pour
Ernest.
Bowman.
Ernest guaranteed third place as things stand.
She looked great
Vite
through
sur ton
that
drapeau.
right-hander. Picks it up, pumps that roller, and then straight back into a tuck position, Rick.
It's going to be a game of tiny, tiny advantages here, and Lisa Bowman is trying to eke as many of them out as she can, and this is looking good so far. What a way to start a run.
Oh, she nails that left. You see the roots she left behind her. Struggling to get it slowed down, gathering it up nicely though.
We saw Anna Newkirk take a debut win last time out in Lenzerheide, not through in the finals today. Newkirk. Can Lisa Bowman become the next elite woman, the 30th to win a UCI Downhill World Cup?
You can't emphasize how tricky that is. They go across that little fire break and they've got to thread the needle onto that shelf, but you can't see it. It's another blind crest there. Opting to go inside, staying in the main line.
Really
C'est focus,
nicely
hein, ça, il
done
faut.
through there, Bowman, and she just patiently waiting on the bike to hook up before pointing it over the left-hand side there. Let's see what the second split is going to tell us about how well it's going.
Oh, c'est
2.6
2 secondes
seconds.
6.
Bowman
2
tearing
secondes
the
6,
trail
chat.
apart presently. 50.6 kilometers an hour on the speed trap.
Elle est fast.
Nice through there, links it all up. Doesn't hop over the roots, just allows it to roll, stays on the ground.
There is a definite
Allez, elle avait raté le podium à la maison. Alain Saraidet est tellement triste. Elle avait tellement bien roulé. Elle mérite.
A little bit short there.
Yeah.
Enfin, rater le podium, la première place, quoi.
One to go at the top, Valentina Hall.
Ouais, c'était peut-être un peu lent ce virage-là. Ah, faut vraiment qu'elle arrive fast au troisième point parce qu'on a vu que les derniers virages, c'est méchant. Hein.
Oh, just got sent over to one side.
Il n'y a pas eu de chute, effectivement. 3 secondes 3.
Team
OMG.
at the bottom. 3.3 seconds faster at split 3 now.
Through that tight steep right there, she was absolutely mega, like inch perfect.
Oh, you can hear the impacts getting thrown.
And again over that brow, you see how the bike's just eating it up.
Yep, Condensal Supreme doing its job.
Perhaps a little bit lower than she wanted to be in that camber, but doesn't seem to have phased her.
It's so powdery through that left-hander now as well, but Baumann, 3.3 seconds into the lead of the race. Comfortably underneath yesterday's fastest qualifying time. She's only 0.6 up a second in that session behind Valentina Hall. The last woman who waits at the top of the hill.
Ah, ça a perdu un peu de temps, mais on y croit.
Sasha Ernest looking at a top 3 finish here, but whereabouts on that podium is the Kiwi rider going to stack up?
Oh, it hits that. You hear the tires as you hit that left-hander. She hits it really clean.
Ça y fout dans les virages. C'est tout, hein, mais.
Absolute excellence from her the whole way down the
Ah, il y a eu un hélico qui allait.
She's kept it up through
Allez,
sector 3
attention!
and sector 4. Is she heading onto the top step of the hot seat? She is.
Oh!
But by only
Sévère, sévère.
0.2 of a second. Is that going to be
Sévère.
I'm putting you on the spot, but Baumann likes it.
I'm going to say no.
Oh.
I'm going to say no. It's interesting how they got a big buffer at split 2. And then slowly but surely it dwindles away to almost 2/10.
Allez, plus que Valentina et on s'en va.
Is that because the track is running faster today, which means that the toll on the riders
Nice.
is getting more and more as the run goes on? Do you think maybe?
Machine.
Yeah, possibly. It's definitely deteriorating. It has to be, doesn't it?
Et c'est parti pour la GOAT, la Queen.
Riders that it's had down it all weekend.
Well, here we go. Deep breath for you at home, deep breath for us in here.
Il nous fait des super perfs depuis le début de l'année, là, Valier. Est-ce qu'elle va nous détrôner notre Suissesse? Ah, pitié, non.
Beats per minute on her Whoop Live in the start hop. Second round in a row that she hasn't won at this venue.
C'est Monster, ouais. Allez, c'est pas la bonne boisson qui fait ça, normalement.
Valentina Hall sets off across the top of the Thuile. This is it. Is Lisa Baumann gonna win her debut UCI Downhill
Putain,
World
je
Cup?
suis excited, chat.
Gonna win her 15th.
Well, she'll be doing her utmost to win this race. She won't want a young upstart coming in and stealing her crown.
I don't care how friendly you get to say it is on Instagram. There is rivalry in every team. And this woman, one of the biggest names going, wants to re-establish herself, not just in her own pit, but right back on top of the downhill world.
She pulls up to the left there, hits that left up really hard.
She's slower. The first split telling us, again, just under 0.2 of a second. What an elite women's season we're having.
So she pushes up high, makes a turn. It looks really nice, really clean and concise with her movements and her inputs.
It's only the second time in her career Valentina Hall is going for her 4th elite downhill win in a season. Last time she did it was 2023. And
Calmons-nous, j'ai dit.
Sabrina Jeannier's done it, Rachel Atkins and Tracy Mosley have both done it.
That was great over there. She makes it look so easy.
Really nicely done, Valentina Hall. Locked in on her run, accelerates really nicely across there. Just anchors up slightly to get on that off camber over to the right-hand side. Gives the tree plenty of room.
You see how she's using her legs so much to punch out of each corner? That's how she gets her grip, and that's how she drives the bike to change direction.
Valentina Hall, how's she going to deal with this really awkward left-hander? Really central there.
Straight down the main line, Route 1. No problems with getting tired. I'll just smash it through the bumps.
Yeah, no problem for Valentina Hull. What's the next split going to tell us? Valentina Hull is now faster by 0.7 of a second. Cedric Ravenel can't take his eyes off this one. The team manager's down at 51.3 kilometers an hour through the speed trap. Valentina Hull on the move here in the Thuile.
La teammate de Bowman va
lui
piquer la victoire.
Results so far this season. All wins up until Lenzerheide at the last round, where she had to settle for 10th place. That won't have gone down well.
She goes deep out of that left-hand berm, carries loads of speed into that straight, more speed than I think we've seen before.
Valentina Hull on course now for Commensal Schwalbe by Lizor. Is it going to be
C'est chaud.
another win this season? Is it going to be 4 for Valentina Hull, or is it going to be a debut win for Lisa Baumann?
Oh, she hit that left-hander really nice.
Really nicely through that left-hander.
Aïe, aïe, aïe.
1.5 seconds.
Incroyable.
It's split free, but we know this is where it gets really, really tough on bike and body from here on down. Baumann can just about watch from the hot seat.
You see the bike
Le
bouncing around.
calbar en sueur. Oui, là, je...
Shape, but she's still in it. She stays
Va falloir que je mette
committed,
le
no
ventilo sous les
problems.
We
couilles.
have seen some big gaps open up
Excusez-moi.
further down the run here in the Thuile. Hull just
Excusez-moi
levering
pour ça.
slightly across there, gets that done though.
I think she's just being patient, pushes up high to open up and get the exit out of that section, Rick.
Goes wide into there, Valentina Hull. Kicking up the dust. Oh, just got straightened up by something there, Mark.
Une mini erreur.
Here we go.
Est-ce que c'est à
Is that
côté
going to
du
be the
temps?
difference today? Let's see.
C'est rouge.
2/10 of a second, 183 beats per minute into the red zone.
C'est
Now,
rouge.
live with Valentina Hull, and all of a sudden she's got one corner and a drop to find just over 2/10 of a second.
She needs to nail everything from here to the finish if she's going to pull that 2/10 back.
Valentina Hull needs to redouble her efforts through here. That sector did not go her way. Here comes the big drop. It's going right to the wire, as we always knew it would in the Thuile. Valentina Hull crosses the line and goes fastest.
By 2.275.
Unbelievable scenes. Valentina Hull takes the win ahead of her teammate Lisa Baumann. Commensal Schwalbe by Lezor have a 1-2. Sasha Ernest is third for Trek Unbroken. Lisa Baumann's wait for a debut UCI Downhill World Cup.
Ah ben c'est cool.
Put back on the shelf as Valentina Hull collects her 15th. Only the second time in her career she's got 4 elite downhill wins in a season. Mark Beaumont, she left that one late in the day.
Yeah, she did, but you know what a great race for us to
Alors, mais
commentate
trop bien.
on. The
Trop bien pour
battle
Wally.
between
Mais putain, on était
two
à ça.
teammates
On était à
settled by
ça.
just under 3/10 of a second. It couldn't be more exciting.
comment je suis deg. Mais c'est beau. De toute façon, dans ce sport, on est un peu pour tout le monde. Hein. Je vais ranger mon drapeau, quoi.
We'll go to the woman on your screen now, Valentina Hull. It wasn't the Terminator job that we saw in Leogang in Austria earlier on this season.
Ah ouais?
Baumann pushed her every inch of the way here.
Yeah, we had that yo-yo back and forth, which is, you know,
Oh là là,
mega
quel
exciting for us here in
stress.
the booth. And oh, it's just great.
C'est fou cette course, c'est un peu... ça part dans tous les sens, hein, les timers.
Girls were in a class of their own today, weren't they?
Just one win behind
On va voir ce que ça donne chez les mecs, hein. Bah, je pense qu'on va avoir du yo-yo dans les timers aussi, hein.
Look, she had to have a big old second bite at that.
Yeah, she did.
Oh là là, 0,275.
Timo is
Comment je
down
suis
there
dégoûté.
somewhere, so I wonder if she'll be having any words in the shell of
Bon.
Valentina Hull. Hull
Eh
still
ben,
so early in
la
her
prédiction,
career,
on a 2 personnes qui avaient voté pour Valentina.
Superb stuff
Du
from
coup, je vais
Baumann,
perdre mes
straight
points.
off the hot seat to
Super.
congratulate Valley.
Bah, bravo à
We
vous.
built that up a bit. There's going to be, of course,
Je vais préparer
a
la
team
prédiction pour les
rivalry,
mecs.
but a huge amount of love and respect between those two athletes right there. Here are your results then. Valentina Hull takes the win. Look at the time gaps. Top
Incroyable.
3 covered by 0.4 of a second. Then Blewett, Hoffman, Hemstreet, Nicole Scarzy, Harnden, Bouladou rounding out the top 10. Another top 10 for Hattie Harnden. Well, let's hear from Valley Hull. She's down there now.
Ah, c'est l'interview. Ah, je vous laisse l'interview.
Valley Hull, welcome back to the top of the podium. How does it feel?
Oh man, it's so hard. It was so hard to push. The track is so demanding and physical, and I really didn't have enough confidence today after practice. And yeah, I wish Lisa would have won. She was on a heater, and it was so close. Like, it's so cool to share the podium with your teammate, and if there's one person who deserves to win, it's Lisa. So it was super tight this time, and maybe next time she gets me.
Yeah, we know that is going to come one day for Lisa, and that battle between you two is great to see, and it is so tight out there. What do you think some of the key margins of this course is?
Oh, I guess it's just commitment. Like, you need to enter sections quicker than you think you have to, and just trust the berms. Even though they look terrible, you just have to go and push and hope for the best.
And that trust, how do you do it?
I actually don't know. I wish I would be younger, so I start thinking less, but I just think more and more and more every single race. I have the feeling, so I hope I can turn off my brain a bit more in the future.
Well, we hope so too. Well done, Vali.
Thank you so much.
There we have it. Valentina Hull thinks she needs to turn her brain off a bit more. I don't know. That looked pretty methodical to me, Mark.
Incroyable course. Incroyable. On a eu du pestac. Alors chat, je vais mettre les prédictions pour 15 minutes pour les hommes. C'est les 10 derniers de la start list. Je peux mettre que 10 personnes, donc en général je mets les 10 derniers, ceux qui ont fait les meilleurs temps. Voilà. Donc, c'est maintenant. Misez vos points. Pronostic in the chat, guys. You can choose your winner to get some points and to challenge with the others. Et c'est le moment d'aller chercher la pizza, tout à fait. Je vous laisse en full screen, je vais me chauffer ma pizza. Et profiter d'aller pisser, etc. C'est Ricard. Et puis c'est parti. Hein. J'arrive.
Lisa Baumann, the emotions. I can't even imagine how you feel. Talk us through it.
Yeah, really happy. I'm really consistent this year and second again. I was again so close to the win, but I'm happy for Vali. She deserves, and yeah, I don't know what to say. Just thanks to everyone, thanks to the team, my family, my boyfriend. Yeah, just incredible.
How do you deal with that competition between you and Vali? Obviously, it was so close until that last jump.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Like, we push each other since we are in the team, and also before we always train together. So yeah, it's always a nice battle against her.
And then the emotions on the hot seat. Talk us through how they feel.
Yeah, the last split she was back, and then she kept a bit on me, and yeah, I'm still happy about my second place.
Well, go and enjoy the celebrations.
Thank you.
Lisa Baumann, second place today. Close, but no cigar. Baumann having to give best to her teammate, Vali Hull. But crucially, Mark, as you can see from this slow motion shot, absolutely loving her racing at the minute.
Yeah, and she's just going to build from this point. And like she said, they push each other on. They train with each other. They race against each other. They probably do timing against each other, and they'll just keep pushing on.
Well, there's what the overall looks like then after that. Baumann leapfrogs Miriam Nicole now. Commensal Schwalbe by Les Or 1-2 in the overall by just 363 points. Valentina Hull looking every bit back to her best. Well, Sasha Ernest looks superb today as well for Trek Unbroken. Here she is.
Sasha, your second elite podium. How do you feel?
It feels pretty surreal. I honestly didn't think that run would be good enough. Like, I know the rest of the field is so strong on this track, and just in general, like, the racing is so tight. It's just amazing to see. But I'm pretty happy with my performance at the bottom, but yeah, just take my advantages into the best I can, and then, yeah, I don't know, do well.
We saw in practice you had a bit of a big crash and you've got some tape there on your hand. Can you talk us through a bit of that?
Yeah, just yesterday morning, first run, it was a bit of a wake up and my first front flip. But I'm not too sure what's wrong with my finger, but I know it hurts a lot. But yeah, taped her up, got through Q1, and then kind of just doing pain management and a bit of physio. And then, yeah, once you're in the run, you just forget about all your injuries anyway. So it's nice.
Well, go and enjoy the celebration, Sasha.
Will do. Thank you very much.
Sasha Ernest back on the box. Backing up that debut podium, Lake Placid last season. Welcome result for Trek on Broken as well.
And perhaps a little bit sweeter that she's done it with a sore hand.
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes, Mark, we mentioned it during the broadcast as well. A bit of an injury or a bit of struggle, a bit of a setback at the start of a race week can just clarify things a bit.
Yeah, and it can be a reality check that you know you've got to be on your game, otherwise these things will bite you, and they do.
Yeah, no, great to see as well, and that will lift that whole team. They've been in the wars a bit.
Ok, chat, vous avez pronostiqué un peu ou quoi? C'est quoi vos pronostics pour les mecs là? Vous pensez que c'est qui va gagner?
Lift confidence, everyone will take confidence from that, and then.
Peut-être vous savez pas comment faire. Si jamais, hein. Vous allez sur le chat là. Vous allez là en bas à gauche. Vous cliquez dessus. Tac. Ensuite vous avez qui va gagner. Tac. Et ensuite vous choisissez et vous mettez des points. Et puis si vous réussissez, vous gagnez des points pour la prochaine fois et puis pour faire des trucs dans le chat, donner à boire au chat, etc. Voilà, si jamais. Merci pour le follow, Backdraft. Moi je vais voter.
I don't know, like air shocks have come on a lot since my
un petit j'hésite entre Asa et Pierron. Ah, j'hésite. Et j'ai la pizza. Parce qu'on est en Italie, c'est la pizza de la maman. Voilà, excusez-moi. Excusez-moi pour ça. Allez, je mange hors champ, mais je suis là.
No, she's
having to use her elbow, yeah, so I mean, if the impact on that hand is that big, you've managed to get on the podium. Fair play, been in the war as well. Valentina Hall taking away Byman and Ernest. Great elite women's race that, enjoyed that.
Yeah, and so close.
Yeah,
so close.
Nothing in it. Just 0.4 of a second covering the top three riders down the side of a mountain.
Yeah, fantastic racing, fantastic afternoon.
Elite men's race is shaping up to be quite a thing. Elite women have put on a show here in the Thuile. A race that went right down to the final sector, and it was Valentina Hall who managed to walk away with the win. Cool. Just one win away now from Tracy Mosley, who's currently in 4th spot in the overall wins tally. Up to 36 podium appearances as well for the Austrian. Still so young, Mark, as well. You do forget that with Valley because she's been around a while and been so dominant.
Yeah, it's dangerous, and you think that how many seasons she's got ahead, the Anne Caro and the Rachel at 40 and 41 respectively is not that far away.
It's not that far away, but you have to give them credit as well. 41 wins for Anne-Caroline Chausson, 40 for Rachel Affert, and the latest one as recent as 2023. But as we say, Valentina Hall, still very early in her career, but currently leading this year's UCI World Cup overall downhill standings in by 363 points now from her teammate, Lisa Baumann. Miriam Nicole in 3rd. Nicole ended up today 7th. Were you expecting a bit more from her?
Yes, I was expecting a bit more from her. I thought we were going to get a special ride from Miriam, and obviously it just didn't quite come together for her
Well, as a bike race, it did not disappoint. Elite Men's up next from the Thuile.
Excuse, je profitais de la petite pause pour manger. Salut Ted. Je regarde sur Stay Live et c'est payant. Voilà. Je reviens et je finis ma pizza. Il reste encore 5 minutes pour les pronostics, chat. 5 minutes. 5 minutes for the pronostic. Choose your winner with the channel point.
Here we go. Elite Men. UCI Downhill World Cup from the Thuile.
Look at the time, man!
Coming at you imminently. What a start list. What a set of performances yesterday. Look at those top 5 qualifiers. All to play for here in the Dolomites.
Merde, je suis pas prêt, j'ai pas mangé assez vite. J'ai toujours la pizza. Ah ça va, j'ai une minute. J'ai une minute. J'arrive. Merci Grayson for the follow. Merci pour le follow. Voilà.
We are getting ready to go racing here in the Thuile. Last race of the day, it is the Elite Men's UCI Downhill World Cup. My name's Rick McLaughlin. I'll be taking you through this one. We are even more excited than that young man in the commentary booth. Here I am joined by one of only 30 men to back up a debut UCI Downhill World Cup win with another one. It is the one, the only, I'm proud to say, Mark Beaumont. Mark, if the races today have been a warm-up for this is going to be something spectacular. We've been treated to some good ones today.
Yeah, without a doubt, we've had a fantastic
Salut Sève.
2 junior races.
Merci.
And then
Merci,
the
bon
women's
app.
elite was exceptional.
On mange de la
Really
pizza ici parce
exciting,
qu'on est en
right down
Italie.
to the
Comme ça on est
wire.
un peu RP avec le
I
truc.
feel like this is one of those big Italian lunches that just keeps coming at you and keeps getting better and better with every plate, but every race feels like it's been a step on, and now here we are, Elite Men.
On est parti avec Luc Meyer-Smith. Bon appétit.
For Giant Factory Off-Road.
Merci Sève, VTT. Quoi Sève 7
Yeah,
VTT.
it's high speed, straight out of the start. You
Merci,
don't really
mec.
warm into it. You'd go in 50, 55 k's an hour straight out the bat. He's got tuck in, trust the edges of your tyres as much as you dare, and carry that speed. 62, 63, 64 k an hour. You just saw. Oh, the dust trail, did you see that?
Absolutely rockets out a shot there, Luke Meyer-Smith. Good qualifying session yesterday, names all over the place. Squeaked through in Q2, Meyer-Smith.
He hit that left-hander hard there. Carries across this little awkward camber into this tight section here. He's going to push up high, makes his turn. Oh,
yeah,
pushes the front, got to dab. He didn't lose too much speed, but he would like to. It'll spike your heart rate a little bit. You want to stay calm. You want to hit your marks.
C'est tellement monsieur propre.
Into this rut that basically doesn't exist anymore. Absolutely crucial to get this little gap down into the right-hander.
Yeah, straight over that blind crest. It's worth mentioning he can't see over the other side. It's blind. He's got to be precise.
Wow.
Pre-hops into there. We haven't seen many do that before. Now he's threading the needle across the camber. Hits that left.
If anybody's got the upper body strength to make mincemeat of this, the Thuile track, it is Luke Meyer-Smith. Now, this section is absolutely key. Mark, tell us about it.
Yeah, it's really rough. So he's opted to pull a little bit right and then he's going to dive inside of the main line, which is blown out on that left-hander there at the bottom.
Yeah, it's one of the ones they've been puzzling about. Fans lining this track here, known as the Thuile Hell track.
Hey Jackson, salut et bon appétit.
Our first rider down in an elite men's race.
Oh, he scrubs and then gets inside and low on that right-hand berm.
There was grip the whole way around there as well, made it stick.
It didn't look like there was any issue with doing that, and he turned the bike off the step down to just point himself straight into that trajectory.
What a track here in the Thuile. Only the second year we've been here, brand new racetrack, and it's so steep. Steepest ever UCI downhill World Cup top to bottom, 29% gradient.
I like what he did there on the entry there, Rick. He breaks up a little bit early, pushes the bike up high a meter, and then turns immediately straight back down.
Let's see what the next split tells us then for Luke Myers-Smith. So for context, a 3:30.7, Jordan Williams fastest in the qualifying session yesterday, but we have seen in every race so far today in the other categories, qualifying times get blown away from second or third rider in, really.
That was nice there. He's got a few little gaps that he's linked together to just stay out of the big bumps.
How physically strong as well does he look on the bike, Myers-Smith? Just locked in that core, isn't he?
Yeah, his upper body, his core, he looks completely solid. He's able to manhandle the bike when he needs to.
Australian national champion, got a debut UCI downhill World Cup win in Lake Placid last season.
Carries great speed through that long right and then dives inside in the berm. We haven't seen anyone ride that berm as low as that.
It's getting really eaten up now, isn't it, around the top of it? So that lower line may be the one.
It's staying out of the bumps, Rick. The bumps take so much out of you, and they also
Et
take
voilà, j'ai
speed
fini de
off the
manger.
bike.
Myers-Smith down the line.
Qu'est-ce qu'a fait Monsieur Propre? 3 minutes 30. 3 minutes 30 et chez les mecs, on n'a pas vu, qu'est-ce qu'on en a pas parlé? La Q1, c'est Jordan Williams à 3 minutes 30. Et Q2, c'est... Oh, j'ai mangé trop vite. C'est Michael Delle Salle, je sais pas comment on dit, à 3 minutes 31. Donc on va voir qu'est-ce que ça va lui donner, mais c'est quand même déjà 30 secondes de moins que les femmes. Hein. Ouh là là.
To deliver this afternoon, so let's see what he's got.
14th in Ludenville from Matt Walker. He's faster than Myers-Smith by 0.09 of a second. Got kicked by something there. Makes that outside off camber line work really nicely down through there. Walker coming alive in the middle of this 2026 season.
Okay.
Teammates.
All right, pulls up really far, riders right, and then opens up. So
ça bombarde, les mecs, ça bombarde.
Left. Really good line, smart riding from Matt.
Teammates with Lockie Stevens.
On a une petite vingtaine de personnes, je crois.
0.3 of a second now. He's extended this and starting to look really good from the previous UCI Downhill World Cup overall leader. 53.7 kilometers an hour through the speed trap.
Il y avait le drone pour les femmes.
Ouais. Right into the step down really well. Opts to go all the way around that big right-hand berm where we saw Myers-Smith go inside.
Walker has to be patient across there. Does so nicely.
I can't emphasize how much commitment these guys are giving, like turning left on a short, slight berm over a crest. You can't see, you don't know where you're going. Full commitment, it's great to see.
Nice line through there. Goes inside to the center of it. This would have been one.
Ah, le chat vous a dit bonjour.
Back in the day, wouldn't it? You'd have been licking your lips at this.
Le vrai Colin.
My lips at this. This is my kind of track. But it's easy for me to say, sat here in this comfy chair now.
No, you get to now. Enjoy it, man. It light turns red for the first time. Just over a 10th of a second back.
Qu'est-ce qu'on a? 0,91, 300,
that's a brave gap that he's just
100.
done there. They're carrying so much speed. Another one again. Look, he's linking up, just making it make sense, skipping over the rough.
Just getting pushed over to the front of the bike. Matt Walker holds himself.
Ça roule vite. J'ai pas vu la vitesse qu'ils ont au début. C'est vers les 60 aussi.
No, in
Pour
all
rendre compte quand même
seriousness, I
60
liked it when I
km/h.
was challenged by the terrain. I wanted the terrain to challenge me, to make me think, and this Thuile track is doing exactly that. That's great creativity from Matt. Pulls up high.
Oh là là, comme ça se lance dans le vide là.
Goes around the outside lap bar that we saw Myers-Smith go low on 0.6 of a second back at the fourth split now. Matt Walker.
Oh, ça va vite. Hein.
It's been a really, really positive run for him. That's him riding at his best when he makes things like that happen. Heads out into the daylight.
Va falloir se méfier des derniers virages pour les gens qui n'étaient pas là pour les femmes. Les 2 derniers virages, on peut perdre énormément de temps. Vraiment. Il y a des femmes qui étaient dans le vert, très limite, mais dans le vert, et puis qui sont passées après à plus 3 secondes, quoi.
There's Loic Bruni down there with Matisse Cesaro, the other half of Lisa Baumann. As we head back to the top for Johan Garsam.
Johan Garsam. C'est la première fois que je le vois, je crois, celui-là. On l'a déjà vu, chat?
Enfin,
vous le connaissez peut-être, mais on l'a déjà vu en finale? Ça me dit rien, moi.
And he finds another little gap there. We haven't seen that before, Rick.
Yeah, he was second in a Coupe de France before this race. 2.9 seconds back, though, at the 4th split. Johan Garsam.
Ouais, il me semble pas non plus. Hein. Oh, alors, un petit nouveau. Mais c'est dehors. Hein. Le militaire, c'est dehors.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the Thuile. This style of track was something that would excite me. It's something that like loaned to my skill set. Me going to Maritzburg to race and be competitive.
Less so.
Less so.
Madley.
George Madley from the UK. And this is something that we've talked about throughout.
C'est sa première finale. Ok, merci Gus.
The speeds here and
il semblait bien aussi, j'avais pas entendu ce nom. Vous avez fait vos pronostics? Vous avez eu le temps de le faire? Qui c'est que ça a voté un peu là? Oidu, merci pour le follow. Alors on a un peu du Jordan Williams. On a une personne. Attends, je vais afficher un grand truc. On a une personne pour Jordan, on a une personne pour Alain, Suarez Alonso. Qu'est-ce qu'on a pour Madley? Ouais, Madley, c'est bon, c'est rouge. On a 2 personnes pour Goldstone. Il y a 2 croiveurs. On a 2 personnes pour Asa. On a une personne pour Pierron. On a un croiveur aussi tout en bas. On va voir, on va voir. Asa. Oh, Artie va gagner.
Factory, look at the height of the front end on that thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, one of the things you can do...
Look at his third split. Dead even, 4/10 back now. Sorry, Mark.
One of the things you can do with setup is bring the bars up a little bit. I used to mess about with it, like Val de Sol, we put 10mm spacer under a direct mount stem, try and get as much head angle as we could. Now, Dakota is like the king of this, because his front end has got to be higher than 95% of the paddock, you know.
It's higher than most easy.
Ça enchaîne là. On trie un peu les temps.
Yeah, he's done something special in the latter stages of his run, hasn't he?
Il y a un peu de public, il n'y en a pas beaucoup. Hein. Il y a plus dans d'autres endroits. Après, c'est la première fois la tuile. Ah non, pas le DH, mais le reste, oui. Le cross-country, il n'y avait pas avant, je crois.
Oh, that was really nice across there. Skips across that hole, hits the berm, pre-jumps over another hole to get a nice pump.
Faster, look at this.
Oh, c'est vert pour Wayman. Le chemin de l'homme.
Yeah, his confidence is growing and he's got a good bike underneath him, that's for sure. Makes a big difference. He's got a great infrastructure and team with the Atherton program will be great. And this is, it's all coming together for him.
Ah, c'est Atherton le bike.
Wayman down the line goes fastest by 0.7 of a second. Then we have a new leader in La Thuile.
Ah. C'est Riesved, Sinafray et Keller, je crois, si je me souviens bien. Je te dis ça tout de suite. Mais c'est ça que c'est elles qui ont gagné. Tu as vu la queue de poisson de Lucas Martin sur Aldridge?
Shortest distance, just cutting off the track distance. Oh my goodness me. Scrubs over that. There's so much commitment to do that.
On a Boachi, Martin, Aldridge pour les hommes. Et on a les femmes.
Start the day of these guys working on their lines early on. Max Allred analysing every single inch of this place.
Ah, Ouais, Jenny,
See how
Sinafrai
neutral he stands.
et
He just
Savilia
makes it
Blunk.
look
Ah, my
like
bad.
he's just
Savilia Blunk en
cruising.
3e.
Makes it look so easy. Great riding style.
0.6 of a second.
Allez, Max
faster,
Alran.
third split.
Oh, he annihilated that corner at right.
Ils sont là les deux, les Alran là?
Still learning his craft. First year elite. Only 5 races into his elite racing career.
Ils sont là les deux. Max et Thiel,
Big pull across there.
les bros.
Big hop over that. It's a high risk. You come up short on that.
Yeah, but it's Max Alran we're talking about. If it was anyone you put money on doing it, it's this man on your screen now. Oh, big pull across there.
And again, off that big kick that we see there. I've seen a couple of riders do that, but perhaps not at that pace.
Where's he going to go in this left-hander? Just smashes around it. A proper Alran fashion. Commensal knocked off by Riding Addiction. Yet to clock a win in the elite categories. And he's 7 thousandths of a second in front. Here he comes, Alran down the line. Goes fastest.
Oh, il est fast. 0,089 pour Max qui prend le hot seat.
In the Thuile, but by the finest of margins.
Mais j'ai pas vu le temps complet, c'est quoi?
Great run from Max Alran.
Yeah, it's a great run. I'd like to have, like, if you get a few sound
Il a
bites
fait
of how it felt.
3,30.
Yeah.
À 3,30, c'est le temps de référence, il me semble.
He's got that mercurial ability
C'est
to
bien ce que j'ai dit.
ride unbelievably.
Ouais, c'est ça.
That was big out there.
Bodie Burke.
C'est carrément ça.
Talk about intensity. This man has it in spades. Pulls up off there, Mark.
Again, you know, we've just seen the polar opposites. Alran has scrubs off the top of there, which is impressive. And then Bodie's here sending it long. And it's just like, well, they both look good, to be honest.
1.1 blows that corner up. Has to get his foot unclipped and then back on the pedals again. Heading down towards the next split. Lost a bit of time in that corner on clipping. Yeah,
Bah, des Burke, hein, c'est vert là.
It's really that
bombarde les mecs.
tight left can really
Des
upset a
fous.
rhythm. It's all
Des
high
fous.
speed. It takes a while to gather it up
Il,
down into that tight right-hander. Excuse me.
Il ne juge pas la valeur d'une vie.
Also very steep and very technical. This place will hold no fear for him.
Main line the whole way through there. Doesn't even bother pushing up. No pre-jump over anything.
Oh, oh, le premier crash.
Oh, you can see it.
Il est sorti de piste en plus, j'ai vu. Il me semble, non? Ok, bon, il repart direct. Plus de peur que de mal, mais premier crash, chat.
Yeah, he does, and it's just a simple mistake. You can see under braking, it started to slide. The back end had escaped. Just, we're seeing the.
Ouf, ouais, il est mal arrivé dans les racines.
We
Ouais.
need the shot
Il s'est
before,
couché.
but yeah, it was just getting away.
Pas
from
trop
him.
vénère, mais
Yeah, the
ça a
back
quand
end
même
was
perdu l'équilibre.
travelling, and he couldn't just get his ducks back in a row, but I mean, to finish first you must finish, and this guy, he's
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, so he's sort of fighting it to get it all gathered up under braking, and it's getting away from him.
But that is a great shot to properly tell us about the margins we're dealing with here today.
Yeah.
Next up, Tyler Waite. They're coming thick and fast now. Waite, another rider, first year elite.
Middle of that turn, so he's slightly different, not all the way around the berm, not tight inside, just in the middle. It's interesting how they just choose for different reasons where they want to go. That's really nice from Tyler there. You see he's like 2-3 feet on the inside, missing all the bumps, and then merges into the main line again. Great riding.
Got a 5th position. Round 2, absolutely electric through there.
You see how he transitions his bike from the left of the track to the right of track. Just a fluid movement, switching sides, dives into that left-hander.
Tyler Waite, 0.8 of a second back. On a run here, it's working for him. Oh, big pull across there.
Yeah, there's a couple of guys done that. It's full commitment, that move.
Ok, c'est plutôt régulier comme temps, mais c'est pour l'instant c'est
We
rouge.
say
Hein.
something about these first few riders will warm into this a bit. This has been busy in the commentary booth already. Such is the level of the ride in here.
I think, like, you need to appreciate how much commitment these guys are throwing down this mountain, and the standard of riding that we're watching here is exceptional.
1.2 seconds back from Tyler Waite, and if he's
it's really nice what he's done there. You can't quite see because of the dust.
it sort of gaps around the tree.
Yeah, really nice.
Tyler Waite, really inventive, really creative.
Ça se lance sans peur ni crainte.
It's not quite adding up on the clock, but we know that there is time in this final sector. As you've got to have hooked it up for one last big push. Here comes Thuile way down the line and goes into fourth place, 1.6 seconds.
Ok, quatrième.
Behind the
C'est devenu rouge, hein, bien après. C'est vraiment ces deux derniers virages qui sont dangereux. Les gants, c'est une option. Ouais, c'est ce que j'ai dit au début. Dans un terrain qui a un peu, ça a l'air d'être un peu ardoise à certains endroits, tu tombes rip les mains. Hein. Mais les femmes, elles avaient presque toutes pas. Hein. Ok, on a du vert cette fois pour de la salle.
Really, really highly rated by one Aaron Gwyn.
Loving this dusty, dry conditions, obviously.
Yeah, Aaron Gwyn sadly not making it through into finals today himself, back racing, but it's such a shame, Mark. Been great to see what he makes of this place, but 0.6 of a second in the green for Mikey Thuile.
Gaps across there, really nice, nails that right-hander. He's looking good right now. Another gap. You see how they just carry so much speed.
Just find a big hole in the middle there somewhere, but gets bobbled again. Thuile so close to right on the edge.
His entry speed into that camber was insane.
Now gets past the bit that took out Bodie Burke.
Opted to go all the way outside. No pick up and skip over a bump. All the way outside.
0.3 of a second. The deficit's half.
C'est toujours vert. Mais il y a ces virages de fin là. Je sais pas si ça va suffire. Hein. On va voir.
Yeah, and he seems to just be smashing the main line, not trying to stay out the bumps, just riding the bumps. And must have confidence in the chassis that he has behind him. That framework spike working really well.
Yeah, working so well. Mikey Thuile, is he going for a career first elite level hot seat sit? Here he comes. Thuile goes fastest by 300 of a second in La Tour.
Prend le hot seat avec de rien, une pichenette.
Sorry if you heard any language, but I think you get away with one. At the end of a race run like that,
il est content.
Absolutely
content de sa perf.
From Thuile.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Ça fait envie de rouler. Hein.
Yeah, he seems to be a mixture of creativity with his lines and then just saying, I'll just keep it simple and just ride the main line as hard as I can, and it's paid off.
Uses his knees and his hips really well, doesn't he, Thuile? Just weights the inside of a tyre.
He looks really solid, like just hold the line, doesn't deflect off anything.
Look at that, Dakota Norton straight over to him. Thuile in the lead of the race then from Allren, Wayman, Meyer-Smith. The top four all on the same second. 20 to go after them.
Et on est parti avec Benoît Coulange après, il me semble. C'est ça, je crois.
This track, an ever-changing thing. Dakota Norton for Scott Downhill
On va voir tout de
Factory.
suite.
It's going to give us a heads up on how it's looking up there.
Okay, Dakota, can you just talk us through how the track is out there? We spoke a little bit after practice that the vision was maybe not so good. Could you talk us through how it is for you guys?
Yeah, when there's a lot of riders on the track, you get this streak of moisture where the riders have been riding and dragging the dirt off. But when you have these big gaps in riders, the...
Ah, faut arrêter de marcher sur le câble. Allô, Michel, le câble.
Just coming in and out of the woods, and you get this bright white dirt and this real dark shadows going into the woods. It makes it really difficult to stay on the line and judge your momentum.
Perfect. Thank you very much for that update.
No worries.
Ah, merci, hein, merci pour ces infos très pertinentes et franchement, on pouvait pas le savoir comme ça. Hein. Merci la prod.
What we've seen from Thuile though, with that fastest run mark, it definitely looked to my eyes that the key is not overthinking it and just whenever it's mainline, just.
Ils ont vraiment rajouté du poids avec des serre-câbles là.
I think you know, we talked about it all day about turning up, staying out of the holes, and sometimes when you believe in your suspension and your products.
Ouais, c'est ça. Benoît Coulange Ensuite, on a le frère Alran, Brosnan, Alison Brozzi, Shaw, Vera Pierron, Craig Ponvian, Pierron Vergier, Steve McTabb, Kiefer, Pinkerton, Vermette, Kuhn, Goldstone, Suarez Alonso, Williams. On a encore une vingtaine de personnes là. Donc il y avait plus que ce que je disais au début. Ils sont bien une trentaine quoi. Le DJ est chaud sur place, hein. Au cross-country en tout cas il en pouvait plus le type. C'est parti, Coulange sur son immense doubleur.
Before he went off the end of one of the little man-made road crossing features. And apparently he already had a puncture, and that's what led to him going off the edge of that. So he was on for a good one there. And as we've talked about before, plenty of energy behind the Scott Downhill Factory squad at the minute.
61 km/h. Oh, putain, un petit. Oh! What the fuck?
Yeah, he almost had like a little slide at the last minute.
Coulange qui bombarde.
Gets it across there, links up those berms really well.
Yes, let's go Brazil!
Yeah, 4/10 of a second back, he's right in amongst it here.
Happy to see you.
Oh, he made a lot of sense of that left-hand berm. Really drove it in there and carried his speed across the camber.
Really interesting bike rider because he's one of the tallest riders out there in the elite men's field.
But right tight on the inside. Sorry, Rick. Dives completely
inside.
Regardez
sa roue. Bizarre. C'est un des plus grands, coureurs, un gabarit assez fat. Et le bike il est grand aussi du coup. Oh,
yeah, he's got a lot of finesse, hasn't he? Can
ride it. Vraiment, ils sont tous sans peur ni crainte. Ouais, c'est ça, faut qu'il arrive en bas.
Huge from Benoit Coulange. Massive across there.
Wow, c'est pas le meilleur endroit pour avoir le drone. Hein. C'est un peu le gerbotron là.
Accelerating again back down the line. 2 UCI Downhill World Cup names. Wins to his name, excuse me. Both coming in France. Ludenville 24.
Wow, putain, ça charcute le terrain.
Left-hander dives to the inside. Just fluid, completely fluid and committed. Great corner.
He's lost 3/10 of a second, but we know that this man will keep on pushing right to the line. 53.5 kilometers an hour through the speed trap.
Oh, a bit of a bobble coming into there. I think he might have had to dab a foot just quickly.
Cat-like though, Coulange. It won't have cost him much. Straight across there. That looked really good, but has to anchor up then to get over the left-hand side.
I think he actually went a bit deeper than he wanted. Hugs the inside there. You see, staying out of the holes. Into that right-hand berm.
Bon, pour l'instant c'est rouge, mais c'est pas très loin. On a vu que à partir du deuxième point, on pourrait faire un peu de magie, mais qu'après le quatrième point, la magie peut s'effacer très vite. Donc on a sorti un petit pied là. C'est pas le pied. Alors qu'est-ce que ça va nous sortir? Aïe aïe aïe, c'est presque 2 secondes de retard. Peut-être trop brutal de la part de Coulange, je trouve vachement la grosse brute quoi.
19 riders to go. Thuile won the Junior Downhill World Cup here last season. Is up next, first year elite rider. We've seen his brother Max in action already.
Oh, that was perfect, inch perfect. His entry speed managed to get that gap across there. Absolute perfection.
Après, est-ce qu'il est capable d'inverser la magie, c'est-à-dire qu'après le troisième point, gagner du temps? Pour l'instant, on l'a pas trop vu. Bah, ça gagne un peu, mais pour l'instant, c'est pas ouf.
Nicely done through there. Coulange uses his size so well. Keeps the bike moving forward, swings around the apex marker.
He was fighting to get inside that marker. You could see the speed he was carrying.
Down off the drop. Here comes Benoit Coulange. What is this going to add up to? Coulange
3:31 et ça finit 5e pour Coulange. Beau run, mais je pense pas très propre. Parce qu'il a coûté le podium en tout cas. Allez, reparti avec Max. Ah non, Thuile. C'est parti, Thuile.
Winner of the UCI Junior round here last season, first year riding as an elite for him.
Getting on the pedals quite a lot. We haven't seen anyone do that before. Did he have a little mistake that we saw out of shot? I'm not sure.
4/10 of a second back at the first split.
Ils disent qu'il a un peu pédalé à un endroit où on n'a pas vu d'autres personnes le faire. Donc est-ce qu'il a fait une erreur? On le saura au deuxième point.
Just makes every track
C'est
look
le
like
jaune
his local
pissou.
track, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So familiar, so comfortable.
Oh, that was really nice. He just edged from right to left, stayed out of the main line, and then dove inside again. Riding riders right inside again.
Ouah, il était beau ce virage.
There for that flat left-hander, picked up really nicely in that little compression.
He nailed that left-hander, didn't he? Really well.
Ah, c'est vert, donc il n'y a pas eu d'erreur. Il a pédalé quelque part où les gens n'avaient pas l'habitude de le faire. Donc, à voir si ça paye.
Mark, what are your eyes telling you about the state of this track at the minute? Good grip around there.
Inside again on that big right-hand berm.
A couple of the turns though, lower down especially, starting to look quite blown out. Is there a risk that there's time to be lost in there?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, you know, you could be making adjustments to your line on the fly and riding sort of instinctively.
Oren forcing an emergency press up round that corner, nearly goes off the bike.
Chaud là, chaud. Un petit drift. Allô, caméra 2, caméra 3, caméra 4, caméra 4, caméra 5, caméra 6, caméra 6. La production, pitié. Allô, Michel. Ah, merci. Excusez-moi, chat. Ça m'énerve, ça.
Oh, just around the outside there, threading the needle.
Allren.
Oh, he found a really smooth line through there. Didn't see any holes.
Haven't seen that before. 0.6 of a second. Maintains
Ok, c'est toujours vert, chat.
Just one sector left. Are we going to see Till Allren go into the hot seat?
Straight down the main line, Rick. No creativity at all.
C'est ça, il s'est dormi contre là.
But the only time in this run we've been able to say that really nicely through there. Oh, just makes that apex pad and no more. Allren out into the open. The lights have been green the whole way down. Are they going to be green by the time he gets the line? Allren goes
oh, c'est 1 seconde 3.
3 seconds.
Damn, il a inversé la malédiction des derniers virages. D'habitude, c'est toujours rouge. Il est en train de bouffer sa merguez, exactement, il était à la grillade de Michel là. Pas mal, et Alran, pas mal. Nouveau hot seat. C'est beau, c'est beau. Next, Troy Brosnan, notre Australien préféré, qui adore pédaler en l'air.
Always, like we say, goes well in the dust. He goes well everywhere, but this will be home territory.
Alors, mais s'il y a bien quelqu'un qui aime rouler dans le sec, c'est bien lui. On va voir ce qu'il va lui donner.
Brosnan, one of the very best to ever do it.
Oh, he's inch perfect across that little thread, the needle shelf on that big camber.
Really nicely through here. Brosnan 0.2 of a second faster at split one. Got off the top of the mountain well. Pulls across there. Oh, got forced forward, but look at the speed he carried out of it.
Straight down the main line and still dove it inside. Fully
committed
and trusting the front end that was going to hook up.
Well, he lost 0.8 of a second in there.
Ok, c'est rouge d'1 seconde, c'est rattrapable. Oh, c'est beau, oh là là, mais c'est un serpent le type ou quoi? Oh là là. C'est beau.
This man's next podium will be his 40th Elite UCI World Cup podium. What a stat that is from Martin Whiteley. 40 career podiums.
Oh, he hit that right-hander really hard. Great riding from Troy.
Dragging the pegs round there. Brosnan, a man for every track and every season, seems to be going at this one with maximum aggression, maximum teeth. 1.7 seconds back, no, maybe too aggressive, Mark.
I don't know, it's amazing, isn't it? I think Till
did
something special
in that
section
where
we get the drone shot that he cut a few insides and stayed out of the rough.
Mais bon.
Yeah, he just found a couple of pieces
Alran a réussi à trouver du temps à la fin. Est-ce que Brosnan va réussir à le trouver aussi?
Brosnan, this is doing a very good job at telling us how impressive that run from Allren was.
Oh, that was really nice. Great through there.
Troy Brosnan, 17 to go. Look who's next. Finn
Ça augmente un petit peu, ça augmente un petit peu.
Brosnan 1.8 seconds back at the fourth split, so he's lost only a
Bon, moi,
tenth
c'est
of a
qualifié,
second,
ouais.
but the margins are mounting up.
Ah non, c'est Antoine. Attends.
Nice and neat and tidy through there, but didn't, to my eyes, have the outright speed of Thuile. Let's see what the clock says by the time he gets that canyon down the line. Troy Brosnan crosses it and goes
Si,
into
ils sont les
fifth
deux là.
position, 2.1 seconds
J'avais
back
vu Antoine, mais j'avais pas vu
on the hot
Amaury.
seat time of Thuile.
Ah oui, il est là.
Never rides above his head, though,
Il est
does
là,
he?
il est
It's
là.
just
Il est dans 1, 2,
perfect.
3, 4, 5. Il est
So good to
5e
watch that.
prochain.
The top
Le
half of
5e
that.
prochain. Ça veut rien dire, mais enfin bref, t'as compris.
It seems a bit frustrated with himself. It's not perhaps come together quite as he wanted.
But you don't get on 39 career podiums without being a little bit self-critical from time to time.
Well, they're searching for perfection, aren't they? Like, to win at this level, you are searching for perfection.
See him just banging a gear into it mid-air there. The right hand. It's a game of tiny, tiny margins played out at the highest of speeds, and it's currently Thuile who's in the lead of this one, ahead of Mikey DeSalle. His brother Max Allred is
Oh, mais ça serait pas
but they have
finale
a big
sur
problem
son
heading their way.
spécialisé Demo Race.
Gravity Racing, winner of the last 2 rounds. 3 times a UCI Downhill World Cup winner. A man full of confidence at the minute. Super aggressive. One of the most aggressive riders on the circuit. And he's going to have a good go at this one in the Thuile.
Oh, he was pushing so hard in that long right. You see how he's a big cloud of dust because he had to dive it in again to maintain that line.
Thuile told us at the
Attends, je
start of
t'envoie.
the weekend he finally figured it out. It's just about riding the bike, but look at that gap.
That was inch perfect, and he'd carried
celui-là.
so much speed into the transition where he pulls across.
T'as la liste, puis tu peux voir les
A
times et
different
tout.
rider in 2026, 6/10
Ou
of a
alors,
second
t'as
faster now.
celui-là. Ça, c'est le truc officiel du Whoop Series.
He's going to scrub the speed off now, down into
Voilà.
here.
Si jamais.
Pushes up high. Oh, he makes a perfect turn. You
Made
see
that
how
look easy.
you see how much commitment he was. Just dove it in there like no problem at all.
So great to see Thuile back at it. Lloyd Bruni back in the pits.
Ouais,
this
rouge-jaune,
weekend,
ça fait un
still
peu
on the
machine de
mend.
chantier, quoi.
Jordan Williams, fastest qualifier this weekend as well. Specialized Gravity having a great
Après, c'est
2026
le
so
design
far.
à...
Rosemary Jensen going well in the
C'est
junior
leur
women's.
design, quoi. Je suis pas sûr que tu peux changer. C'est comme Fox quand c'est orange, quoi.
Few people have done that, and I think it's probably because it gives you an overspeed into that little camber where you got to thread the needle. Not Finn hits it inch perfect.
Isles really
pompier, ouais.
mastering the race
C'est le
run. Had
pompier
problems
canadien,
in
vraiment, là.
qualifying, and Lenzerheide, that didn't slow him down come race day. Having a really fast run
Oh, mais le
here.
bike, il roule
All the
tellement
way
bien,
out
je
on the
trouve.
rider's right, gets his braking point perfect and dives into that crucial
C'est toujours
left.
vert, ça a perdu un peu. Mais bon, ce qu'on veut, c'est que ça soit maintenant. Maintenant, il faut gagner du temps. Wow, 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 wow,
Oh,
c'était proche du drift limite.
Happy to dag the leg and carry on like nothing's happened.
It looks like they're going to dab the bars or laying it over that low in the left-hander, but Finn Isles in the middle of the track now. Needs to keep it clean, needs to keep it tidy, but keep the aggression up as well. It's a balancing act here in the Thuile.
Straight through those big bumps there. Hits that right really hard, no problem. The bike just eats it up.
So fast round there, Isles. Just such an intriguing balance of aggression and just fluidity on the bike at the minute. Finn Isles, 0.7 of a second back, so he has lost some time, and I think that left-hander might have done it, Mark.
Yeah, possibly so.
Laurent Delorme watching on the bottom as team manager. You can hear the big demo working away in through the trees. Look how difficult the light is through there. Made that look
0,7,
really smooth.
c'est pas... Mais c'est encore dans le game, il est encore dans le game.
Trucking on through, no problems.
Has worked with his mechanic Kev for 13 years now. Two know each other inside out. Gap across
That
there.
was really nice. He squared across to get that little kicker over into the berm.
1.4 seconds back, 107.
Aïe, 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 1 seconde 4. C'est pas maintenant qu'il fallait perdre. Hein. C'est pas maintenant qu'il fallait perdre du temps parce que là, les deux prochains... Les prochains virages vont être décisifs là, avant la rampe.
The #1 board, the UCI World Cup overall points leader. Diving down through the trees in the Thuile. Here he comes down towards the line. Is Finn Isles going to make it 3 in a row in the Thuile? Crosses the line and goes 10th. 3.3 seconds back. It's not going to be 3 in a row.
3,357, c'est énorme, hein. C'est fou comme certains perdent une shit de temps dans les derniers virages. C'est une dinguerie. Ça, elle a l'air fatigante. Hein.
Shakes the head, not happy with that one. It
Elle a l'air de
started
tuer
really well, didn't it?
l'énergie,
Yeah, it
cette
seems to
piste.
start
Oh,
really well. He's
la
obviously made a
vache!
mistake somewhere, or he's just been a bit off, not been able to link it up.
Il est beau le saut, il est beau.
But this is the difference now. Like
Il est pas content de sa
like,
course quand même.
it wasn't
Introzzi
enough.
Yeah,
à la maison.
it wasn't enough.
C'est parti pour l'Italien.
Leaves the start hut. There'll be plenty of support for this man. The Italian, 3.7 seconds
Bon, c'est dans le
back
rouge.
at the second split for him. Let's see what it is. It's split free.
Ah, excusez-moi. Maintenant que j'ai bouffé la pizza, j'ai envie de dormir.
5.6 seconds. Yeah, on the rider on the privateer side of things, Mark, as well. Not an easy life balance.
No, not at this level. Like the competition that he's in with is exceptional to see. And somebody's giving it full beans on the chainsaw as he comes through.
I don't think I knew before today how big a fan of a chainsaw you are. You really get excited for them. They bring out the best in you.
Oh, there's nothing better than hearing a chainsaw on the ringer.
Well,
vache.
Stefano and Trozzi,
C'est
5.7
beaucoup, hein.
seconds back at the fourth split. Heads out towards the crowd in the finish
Trozzi
pole.
qui
The
sera loin
Italian,
derrière. Hein. Oh là là.
14th place today, 6.4
14e,
seconds
place
back
provisoire.
until Ulren gets her anchored up. And Trozzi still having a good go at it.
Ouais, c'est une pression en plus hein, de rouler à la maison. T'as envie de donner ta meilleure perf, etc. Ça peut occuper mentalement, quoi. Et c'est parti pour Lucas Shaw. Il est chaud, Lucas Shaw.
Got a debut win, 14 years in the making in Ludenviel at round 2 earlier on this
Joli
year
kit, hein.
for Canyon.
Sympa ces couleurs.
And
Roger,
this will be
Roger.
interesting, Mark.
Yeah, he's going to be up for it, isn't he?
C'est bientôt, hein, Roger Villa.
He knows he's capable
Roger
of winning now.
Vieira.
64 kilometers an hour there.
Elle sera le prochain à partir, il me semble.
To kick the run off. Shaw
inside gaps
Oh,
across
wow.
there, inch perfect to that transition.
Tellement.
And
Putain, c'est mieux que le sexe.
But got her set back down again really nicely.
I think it's a big commitment move.
Ce
That
saut là,
you're trusting the edge of your
sauter
tires
par-dessus
so
les cailloux,
much to
franchement, il est
turn
beau.
all the way off that takeoff.
0.2 of a second in touch then. Till Ulren leads the way from Mikey DeSalle and Max Ulren.
On dirait un banquier.
See where he goes here, Rick. Is he going to go high or inside? High up, makes his turn.
Super neat and tidy as you would expect from Lucas Shaw, Mr. Smooth. Irons out a track like no one else.
Oh, he's a big roost off the back wheel. He hit that left-hander hard.
I always think they're overshooting that right-hander. You know, every time they come into it, it's unbelievable. They can get the speed scrubbed off the way they do and get turned in.
Voilà.
Shaw's style,
Salut,
super deceptive, isn't it?
Yeah,
Merci
he
pour le
looks
follow.
like he's like cruising.
Rolling through.
Yeah, but he's definitely not.
The drone keeping up with him nicely, giving you a good idea of just how steep it is.
You see how strong the sunlight is beaming through those trees.
Yep, sun really, really high now. And we heard Dakota Norton saying earlier in the broadcast that it makes it so difficult because it's just bouncing back off this grey earth, back towards you, the rider. 5.8 seconds. Just wondered as a
Wow,
has he lost a bit of air
5
somewhere,
secondes.
Mark?
Ouah, il doit y avoir un problème.
Because we've
Qu'il a
not
crevé.
seen anything that to my eyes
Yeah,
would be
his tire's flat. See
Yeah.
how much roof's coming off of it as it's like sort of
We
folding.
did see one of the turns up top. You called it out, a lot of roost. I wonder if he's maybe just burped it, maybe just separated the tire from the
Ça a
rim.
crevé peut-être.
Yeah, in that early
Maybe
left after
it's
the,
a flat
after
one.
the first little camber off the piste. Oh, it's disappointing though to have a final go away because of a puncher from that high.
Ah, yeah, there it is. Foot
Ah
off,
ouais, je
just
pense
lets her
que
slide out.
cette sortie pied confirme la crevaison.
.4 now, back on Till
On
Ulren.
voit que les Michel essayent de filmer.
Lucas Shaw.
Ben, j'arrive pas à voir, mais je pense que c'est ça, ouais.
Well, he won that race in Ludenville and then didn't qualify, I think, for the first time ever for finals. In the next race in Leogang. Let's see if we can just watch that rear wheel. I mean, it's going through there. That looks like something.
On voit là, à l'arrière tous les trous que tu te tapes dans la poussière. Oh, attention, le saut, le saut, le saut, le saut. Le saut.
Oh. Perfect over there.
Yeah. Absolutely full trust, full send, especially as a rider, you're starting to feel like something's going away from
Trop
you.
beau ce saut. Ah, plus 15, ouais, c'est clair, c'est mort.
Before we came on air as well, you've actually raced in this part of the world before, am I right?
Yes, just down the road.
Mais bon, on lâche pas. On
race
pense
in
au classement
Thuile,
général.
about an hour from here. We raced 2005. I did a bit of research.
Yeah, what were the findings of your research?
Well, Samuel won, which was kind of a theme in my career.
That was a theme around then, yeah. Where'd you end up?
I was sixth.
There you go.
I think I came down quite late in the pouring rain.
Ouais,
so,
16e place hein, quand même.
Yeah, it was an average day, I guess.
Pour l'instant, ouais. Pour l'instant, il y a pas mal d'écart, mais ça va se suivre bientôt. Il y a toujours un peu ce... Il y a toujours cette espèce de vague où ça se suit beaucoup. Ensuite, il y a un gros gap. Et ensuite, ça repart. Je pense que c'est l'effet Q1, Q2 qui fait ça. Aïe, 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 crevaison lente. Hein. Et c'est parti pour le Brésil! Allez, Roger Vieira.
He's just deceptively, quietly going about his business, isn't
Let's go.
Yeah, you can see.
Let's go Brazil.
As low as he can, the Brazilian who calls the UK home.
Ah, il y a de nouveau quelqu'un qui a marché sur le câble.
Capable of some absolutely huge lines.
Mais on entend les commentateurs cette fois.
For the big gap, but still carries a load of speed across there.
No, opting not to take the risk and pull for the big gap there.
Oh, just sort of round the middle of that left
Roule sur un beau pivot.
Right for him.
He's got a great, like, compact, solid stature on the bike, don't you think?
You can hear that pivot.
Oh non!
Oh, Roger Vieira bins it in finals in Thuile.
Aïe aïe aïe, le deuxième crash, ça sera pour le Brésilien.
Dives inside.
Non! Aïe 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 aïe.
She's asked way too much of the front end there.
Ouais, déséquilibré dans les cailloux, il chute. Mais bon, plus de peur que de mal. Aïe aïe aïe. Hopefully he's not hurt.
Back underway again. And
everything is fine, but a little mistake who cost something big.
Nearly a quarter of a second, but
it cost a lot of time.
One of the more innocuous turns as well. Just goes to show.
Vaut mieux là qu'en file.
I mean, there's no need to do that at this point, Roger.
Parce que la diff c'est plus fort en ville qu'en forêt, bizarre.
But what is your
bizarre le mec.
A rider at this level, you've had a mistake, the race is over for you at the top, but you're still taking big risks like that. Is that just...
I think it depends on the crash.
Right, okay.
Ouais, peut-être.
Like if you've had a big one and you're a bit dazed and knocked about, then you should wave the white flag and bring it home.
Yeah, but is there also...
Bon, la question c'est est-ce qu'il va être devant Lucas Shaw ou pas? Il y a un match dans le match.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Il a fini 13 Shaw, je crois.
You might have 3 or 4 splits that are really competitive, and that's your positive to take away. So, yeah, I agree.
Ah, bon, on n'aura même pas le résultat. Super, merci beaucoup la prod. Et c'est parti pour Amaury. Pierron dans le chat. Let's go.
By no doubt,
let's go, Bobo.
Will he be absolutely lit up here. So committed to this high-speed stuff.
This is where Pierron lives, this sort of terrain. Can really get a bike moving.
He's tucking down low. Look how fast he's going. We didn't
skims across there. Beautifully done. Pierron yet to clock a win in 2026. Currently
oh là
second
là.
Uses his momentum just to carry himself over that gap like
Ce
it's
jump, j'adore.
Tiny 2 lumps that he's linking up.
Jump sur la gauche, plus ensuite se mettre sur la droite. Ah, c'est vert. Presque une seconde.
Mark, you called it.
Alors qu'on étrangle toujours ce canard. Mais franchement qu'on libère ce canard. Hein. Il n'a pas mérité ça, je crois.
I think like he's flawless through that left-hander, pulls up high, nails that corner. Yes, he needs a win and it'll spike his confidence. And I don't think he's riding unconfident by any means.
Yeah, but he's been in the wars, he's been ill, hasn't he? And he's had a couple of little niggling injuries, but he's still second in the overall. But he did have to cede that to Finn Isles at the last
Hey, Peppa
round,
Crazy. I hope you're doing good.
Over there, links those two gaps through there. I think he's been engineering his weekend, you know. He's been managing the flu, managing a sore shoulder. So he's sort of like, they've not come easy. He's had to work, he's had to go to Q2. And he's been building a championship.
There's maturity, isn't it? There's maturity about what Piron does now. He's learned that Loic Bruni trick off. Fourth isn't necessarily a bad result if the person you're racing in the title's fifth.
No, of course, you keep stacking them points.
Half a second at second split then, 53.5 kilometers an hour, so fast through the trees.
Oh, he hit that right-hander. There's a massive Dutch climb. Links those two corners as good as anyone we've seen.
C'est bien, Momo, hein, c'est bien.
Left, skips over the roots and off the step down.
Piron building into this one now. Did a lot of damage up top, but it's down through here. He can use that colossal reserve of strength.
Sits this Commensal Supreme straight in the big rough stuff into that right-hander, no problem whatsoever.
Stays absolutely bolt upright through that turn. Letters, oh, it slides out on him
T'as
through
posé
there.
un pied, petite erreur. Ça va lui coûter du temps ou pas?
Around that left-hand corner now. Piron, this next split is going to be telling. Yep,
aïe, aïe, aïe. Ça a coûté un peu de temps, ce pied.
The brothers look on at the bottom. Commensal, knock off by riding addiction.
Right-hander.
Need a win in 2026. Can this man deliver it today? As we said, he's been battered, he's been bruised, he's nearly skimming that pad on his way through it. Piron.
Do you see how he made that gap, but it was dragging him towards the tree on the inside? Inch perfect from Amory. There wasn't a lot of room in there.
And for a big rider, look how low down over the stem he gets. The next split is green.
Oh, c'est revers.
175 beats per minute, zone 4 now. He's still got revs to play with on the Wood Live.
He was full commitment through that long right-hander into that berm.
Just under 0.2 of a second faster.
C'est revers, chat, c'est revers.
Absolutely nothing in it.
We've seen this, Rick, though. He's got to fight all the way through this relatively simple section to the finish.
670 vertical meters of drop mean nothing to Amory Piron.
Attention, attention.
Nearly by 0.2 of a second at the last split. What's it going to be at the line? Piron
Ah,
goes
c'est
second
deuxième.
by 700ths of a second.
De rien du tout.
No way. His young
La machine.
teammate, Thuile holds on. It's Ulrich, Piron, Del Sal, the top three in the Thuile Sphinx stand. Here we go, watch this.
No way. Ah, c'était pas loin. Hein. C'était pas loin du tout.
I think we both thought that was going to be enough. Shakes his finger at Till Ulrich.
He was 0.188 up at split 4 and then come across the line red.
He was 0.9 of a second up at the first split. Next up though, Ethan Craig.
Ethan Craig, le crack.
Factory. Again, Craig, the fastest qualifier in the
Qu'est-ce qu'il va nous sortir
Really
alors?
tight
Est-ce que
inside,
c'est
way
vert,
tighter
rouge,
inside
vert,
than
rouge,
we've seen anyone else
vert?
ride.
Half a second quicker at first split.
Vert pour le crack.
And he's got the bragging rights in the team at the minute.
Yeah, they said that I spoke to him this week. He's not been changing too much on the bike. They've lifted the front end up a little bit with stem spacers just to make him feel a little bit more comfortable. Take a little bit of pressure off his arms. Skips across those two gaps. Oh, it comes up a little bit short.
Voilà, petite erreur, il a lâché le pied, c'est pas clippé. Ok, il a l'air d'avoir pu reposer le pied tranquille. Mais chaud là, chaud.
Goes really, really wide there through that flat turn like it's nothing.
Oh, his technique was great through that left-hander, wasn't it?
Superb. Craig through the second split.
Ok, ouais, effectivement, il a perdu un peu de temps, mais c'est pas fini, c'est pas fini.
Patrice watches on.
54.5 through the speed trap. That's as fast as we've seen.
Really nicely done onto that drop. Craig.
Vraiment, la piste est pas sympa avec toi. Hein. Elle te tabasse des fois. On voit les guidons qui reviennent contre le torse assez rapidement là. C'est vraiment ces trous planqués dans le sable, là, dans la poussière.
Craig getting better and better.
Oh, hit that corner really hard. You could hear the tires. And again, carries great speed, keeps his feet up nice and tidy.
Craig, 6th and then a 5th at the last couple of rounds. Quarter of a second back. Sets up nicely into that.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of slowing down there.
Oh, that doesn't.
No.
7/10 back though at the third split for Ethan Craig. Needs to get the light green again. Needs to keep moving here. Oh,
c'est le petit filet. Aïe, 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 c'est le filet pour Craig. Ok, bon, heureusement qu'il était là, le filet. Ok, il y a le staff qui est là pour l'aider.
We talked about how good the safety levels are here in the Thuile for such a fast, dangerous track. High speeds. Local organisers have done a great job of making this place as safe as possible. A great example of it there. That's why you need it.
Ah, je pensais pas voir ça. Je pensais pas voir quelqu'un finir dans le filet aujourd'hui.
Well, he's not going to improve on his 5th place in Lenzerheide. It's just he just couldn't get the bike on the ground quick enough to brake.
No, he's had a bounce, hasn't he? And the bike's all unsettled, and he's not been able to get his braking under control. He has a bounce on the way in.
Yeah,
it's just not settled. He's mistimed, and
desperately disappointing for him and the whole team. Different animal in 2026, though, isn't he, Ethan? Seems confident, seems happy, comfortable.
Yeah, full of confidence and knows what he can do. And I think it's only a matter of time before he really unleashes one.
Well, down the line, won't be today, sadly. Ethan Craig in the 19th place, still inside the top 20. But he'll be disappointed with that. It took him a good while to get extricated from that net as well.
Putain, les mains de bûcheron qu'il a, le coach. C'est parti pour Ponvian. Let's go the Pon track.
Could happen next. Take a step back from your sets.
Comme dit Yaya Bix.
One of France's biggest new
Let's go
talents.
Baguette.
1.1 seconds up at the first split. Oh, wow.
Oh là, la seconde d'avance. Le pont qui démontre qu'il est en forme déjà dès le départ.
10 to go after this, man.
Links up those 2 gaps there into that little fire break. Threads the needle across the camber. Yeah, perfect.
Uses every inch of the left-hand side of that rut. This track just getting faster and faster here in the Thuile. The wild side of Mont Blanc.
Pulls out to the rider's right. Nails the inside. Carries loads of speed. Hits some big roots in the middle of there.
Just out of shot there, hits something. So Ponvian still faster by 9/10. 9.5, 54.3 kilometers an hour through the trees.
Oh, see how he picks up the bike, skips over those roots, dives to the inside of the berm, cutting the line a little bit shorter.
Uses his legs really, really well. There's that Coulange straight ahead line through there. Works well for him.
I think in certain instances, being tall is good because you can sort of use your levers to let the bike move around underneath you.
You've got more travel.
Yeah, you have essentially got more travel.
Ponvian round that really loose left-hander, rides it beautifully though.
That's as fast as we've seen, I think.
This next split is going to be really interesting. Oh, just gets round that tree and no more.
He was right on the limit in that left-hander, using all the space that he had.
He took whatever exit was left off it with him. 7/10 now at the third split for Ponvian. Is he going to go fastest in Le Thuile and make it an all-French top 3? Till Ulrun currently leads the way ahead of Henri Piron. Then it's Canada's Mikey
Oh la vache!
That was a piece of riding through there. Did you see that?
So fast from Ponvian. Hear the shouts of allez, allez from the side of the track. He won't need any
Skips across there, no problem at all.
Il y a toujours une seconde. Il y a toujours une seconde. Attention au dernier virage, Ponvian. Il faut vraiment tout donner encore. Il faut rien lâcher. Passer le dernier virage coûte énormément. Allez, allez, allez.
What is it going to be by the time he gets to the line? Is it still going to be there? Here comes Nathan Ponvian across the line.
Et c'est fast d'une seconde, le pont qui prend le hot seat.
Henri Piron down into third place.
Allô, putain?
What a run.
What a run! Is that going to be enough today?
Incroyable.
Amaury Pierrot is there. Apologies if you're swearing in France at home. But what a run, Marc Beaumont. Talk us through some of
Let's
these
go.
riding
Ça fait
Some of
plaisir,
the
ça.
commitment
Mais il y a
and the
encore
risk
beaucoup
of
d'adversaires
what
qui
he's
vont
just
arriver.
done.
On
That
espère que ça
off-camber section
tienne
that we
le
saw.
plus longtemps possible.
Look
Oh
at
la
that.
vache. Ah mais la vitesse qu'il a. Et je crois que c'est
Like it's nothing.
c'est celui qui est le mieux passé pour l'instant sur ce
This
saut.
corner speed there, and he's, I
Il
think he
allait
runs a little
tellement
bit
loin.
wide, bounces through a bit of chunder, no worries.
La
Keep on
vitesse
going.
qu'il avait.
Yeah, that critical camber there where we saw Ethan
Hallucinant.
crash, he absolutely nailed it. Full commitment. I mean, amazing run, amazing.
Almost has a sort of a flat pedal style about his riding, doesn't he? Just that cornering speed and his feet
Ah bah
level.
c'est clair.
Yeah.
On va voir,
That
chat.
there, absolutely. That section, like he carried so much momentum out of there. You see the bike, it's
Okay,
flexing, the wheels, everything is just screaming.
Santa Cruz, Bergtech, Goodman.
Le commentateur qui a dit on voit la roue, le cadre, tout qui bouge, il y a tout qui est en train de crier de douleur. Il a forcé sur le bike.
There's confirmation of that. Ponvean leads the way. Look at the time gaps behind him, 1.3 seconds. Commençant muck off by riding
Magnifique coupe de cheveux là, par ça.
Have one rider left up there. Loris Vergier, he'll drop in a couple of riders' time. Mikey DeSalle for Frameworks Racing TRP, still in 4th place. Finn Isles, the series leader, down in 12th. Piron's right up the other end.
Yeah, there's a point swing today, isn't there?
Yeah, big point swing. Well, let's head down there. Here's Thuile.
Tim Oren, what a run. How was it out there for you today?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm so happy to my run, and yeah, I'm so happy.
And very good to be sharing the
Putain,
podium
il fait un
with your
effort.
brother before and then your teammate now.
Yeah, I'm so stoked to be this, and really happy.
And
Non mais
you
fais un
guys,
effort,
this course as
pitié.
Junior, you did very well on this course, correct?
Yeah, last year I'm good here, and so stoked.
And then we have Nathan beside us.
Non mais
You've just gone into
il a
first
utilisé
position.
4. Il a,
How are
il
you
est-
feeling?
My feeling is very good. Yeah, good run. Yeah.
And the French, 3 French currently on the podium.
Il a dit quoi? Ah ouais. I think he's incredible.
Incredible. Thank you very much, guys.
There we go.
L'interview terrible, terrible, mais faites un effort les bros. Putain les bros, vous avez la chance de faire le tour de la planète, à faire du vélo, vous pouvez quand même apprendre l'anglais un peu, merde. Oh là là. Putain, casse les couilles là. Putain, la pire interview de ma vie. Terrible, terrible. Rien que pour ça, il mérite de sortir du podium, ça dégoûte.
Absolutely. A vintage generation of young downhill riders
Oh.
at the minute, Marc Beaumont.
So you don't need
Elle a dit
experience.
quoi? Voilà, je me souviens plus, mais j'ai surtout bien entendu que ce qu'eux ont dit. Ils ont utilisé les deux sacs moches, je pense, en tout. Oh merde.
That was commitment there. Great.
Ah, on a le
great
frère
start
Pierron
to his
qui est
run.
reparti.
Antoine Perron just
Qui est
getting
parti.
better and better, isn't he? 11th in Ludenville.
Ah, mais oui, lui, il a dit quoi, ouais.
in the season. He had a run in
Ah,
Val
excuse-moi, ouais.
last season. I could have won it if
Ouais,
it all held
excusez-moi,
together for him.
excusez-moi.
9 tenths per second
Non, mais
back
c'était
in the
honteux.
first split.
C'est honteux.
Dives into this tight left.
Non, mais
outside
vraiment.
The sort of the standard line we've seen this afternoon.
T'as la chance
Makes it
de
look
faire
easy,
les
perfect
étapes de
through,
Coupe du
carries
Monde.
great speed.
Tu sais que tu vas voyager.
We heard last time out,
S'il te
Amaury
plaît.
Pierron having a bit of a joke with Emma saying that he doesn't really ride
Au
much
pire,
with
tu
his
réponds
brother
pas
because
vraiment à la
he gets
question,
too
puis t'apprends une phrase par cœur, tu sais.
Max and Till Allred, maybe Wervik take a note from that, but you have to think that's driven them on as far as it has.
Non, mais tu peux avoir un accent dégueulasse et tout, mais tu peux quand même apprendre deux, trois mots, quoi. Pitié. Un peu de vocabulaire.
Carries it,
Bah, je pense que c'était. Ah, mais de toute façon, à chaque fois, les interviews après effort, peu importe le sport, c'est toujours catastrophique.
Straight down the main line, doesn't open the corner at all and still turns inside.
And the faith and the commitment to know that the bike will hold around there. 1.1 seconds back.
Elle a dit quoi? Je crois que je vais le mettre comme je vais le mettre comme nom comme son de sub. Elle a dit quoi? Ah, ça m'intéresse. Ils étaient pas prêts, bah oui, c'est ça, ils étaient pas prêts.
Abuse that the bikes take there.
Spanish co-accent.
Oh
là là. Alors, on revient sur Pierron. Renonce à la course. Pour l'instant, c'est rouge. Une seconde au deuxième point, ça va. Ça peut être rattrapable, mais on va voir tout de suite si c'est... Ah, là, ça devient chaud. Là, ça devient chaud. Je suis pas sûr que ça va revenir.
On the hot seat currently on a day where the overall points leader Thuile is currently in 12th position, so Pierron may well.
Après, elle leur pose des questions compliquées aussi. Franchement, elle pourrait faire un effort. Non, ouais. Après effort, quand quelqu'un me parle aussi vite anglais, c'est peut-être Attends, quoi? Qu'est-ce qu'elle a dit? Elle a dit quoi? Ah, je suis mort. Magnifique. J'arrive pas à mettre le clip, non. Ah. Bah, les clips, faut les faire assez vite. Mais normalement, tu peux remonter dans le temps un peu. Ah, tu veux copier le lien, c'est ça que tu veux faire? Bah, peut-être t'as pas le droit de faire ça, c'est pour ça.
2.5 seconds back.
Attends, je vais voir. T'as clippé?
Lost a lot of time in that final split, Mark.
I think the guys that are really like pushing for the hot
Ah oui,
seat are really riding like the ragged edge in those last few turns.
When that back axle came out on him there, I thought it was going to be potential calamity for. Well, look at this.
Ah ouais, attends, je vais mettre le lien.
The load that it hits that.
C'est bon, il est là. Casimir a clippé le niveau d'anglais. Oh, arrêtez de jurer là, les Français, on vous entend sur le stream. Bon, je sais que moi je suis pas parfait non plus, mais. Ah merde.
Absolute Masters is going to be the next to set off. Loris Vergier for Commensal, muck off by Riding Addiction. Again, their fastest qualifier in 2026, Vergier. Best result last season was here, second place. How do you rate his chances today, Mark?
Yeah, I think he's got a good chance. He's been there in the qualifying and then not delivered the final yet. I think it's only a matter of time that he does deliver a final. And
c'est un peu rouge, mais c'est ok, c'est ok.
As good a shot as anyone. Pulls out wide there, makes his turn. Nails
Le
that straight away.
He was 1.7 seconds slower than Jordan Williams' fastest qualifying time yesterday, but those times have all been ripped up.
Elle a dit quoi?
Thrown out the window. Already today, half a second back for Vergier. A lot of track to play with though.
He went deep over that second crest down into there.
Faut que je note des trucs comme ça là. Que je fasse des émotes et tout pour le chat.
C'est
pas un truc pour noter là.
That was fast through there.
Si, j'ai une enveloppe. Je note sur l'enveloppe.
Vergier dabs a foot on that left-hander. Just cat-like slinks his way around that apex marker.
Straight down the main line.
Oh, had to hold a load of brake into that left-hander, then gets clipped something on the way through there. Scruffy.
Yeah, it got a little bit messy between that left and right-hander.
1.5 seconds back now. Vergier struggling to live with the time of Nathan Ponvian.
Ah, je l'étais. On va préparer des petites émotes là, parce qu'il y a des gens qui suivent et tout, puis moi j'ai rien préparé pour les gens qui suivent là. Catastrophique ce streamer. Alors une seconde de retard, mais est-ce que c'est pas trop dangereux? Une 5, on en a vu rattraper. Mais il faut vraiment que ça soit... ça baisse. Oh là là, une erreur, grosse erreur, il a failli finir dans la forêt. La petite grosse là, et il a dérapé sur le côté de la pente et il a posé le pied. Ah, là je pense que c'est pas rattrapable là. Ah mais il a pas perdu tant que ça, donc il était plus rapide. Il était plus rapide. S'il n'avait pas fait cette erreur, ça aurait été peut-être passé à 1 seconde ou un peu moins. Est-ce qu'au 4e point, ça va baisser? Pour le moment, il foutre là.
You see how he didn't do that big gap on the way out of there, but he had a straight line straight into it. And maybe like A to B, that is more direct.
Look at him go through here. Vergier at his work, looking so strong. The next split, has he made any inroads? He has, but it's marginal. 1.4 seconds back, Vergier. We know he can thread this section together really well. Vergier stands on the pedals.
He's got to work hard now from here to
Oh
the
là
finish.
là.
Bike squirming around underneath him during braking. You can hear him, how hard he's having to work.
Let's go, Angel.
It's all down bar, they're screaming for Lars Vergier. Is this going to be enough? Is this going to be in the hot seat? Vergier grabs some pedal strokes and goes into 4th
Ah,
place.
c'est 4e.
1
seconde 5. Ah, c'est... Ça, c'est la France top 5, vraiment, là. Est-ce que ça va être... Est-ce que c'est maintenant, le 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Il l'a fait 2 fois, en plus, le déclip.
Yeah, there was a couple of little
Pas
mistakes
3.
close together, Mark. Did that just rob him today?
Yeah, I
Ouf,
think
ouais,
so.
c'était
Like,
pas
this
très
is just
propre,
a little bit messy. He's trying to,
Et
he's
puis
trying
là,
to
là,
ride
il
a
a
bit
failli se foutre en bas.
instinctively there. He lost some time here in that right. He's very lucky to get that right foot out and sort
Coucou, c'est nous.
of push himself back up.
Top 5 baguette.
Yeah.
Fill off baguette.
Vergier.
I think perhaps he tried to.
Mais arrêtez de
he was fighting it a little
jurer.
bit.
Déjà, moi, j'essaie de me
in places.
retenir.
Got away from him a little bit. Next up, Lockie.
Ah, il y a les trailers, ça veut dire qu'on arrive gentiment à la fin, là. La clan,
For Trek Unbroken.
Lachlan, je sais pas.
I think we didn't give enough credit or make a big enough deal of, you know, it was 8 months since he'd raced. He took so much time off the bike before we last saw him last time out, and spoke really openly in a Trek video about how it was a struggle for him, and coming back from concussion took a lot out of him, Stevens McNabb.
Yeah, and he was absolutely inside there. We haven't seen anyone do that before. He was on pace last week in Lenzerheide without doubt, and then the rear tyre expired. And, you know, he's obviously amazing to be able to come back, to be on pace, lifts that gap
tu viens d'arriver,
really
bah,
nicely,
t'as pas vu
threads the
l'interview
needle over his
encore.
crest.
Yeah, beautiful ride.
Je la remets, hein, je la remets là.
Said in the same video that his goals are simple.
C'est cadeau.
He's going to tear the head off his dyno bike for the next 2 rounds and go home.
Mais c'est vrai que c'est énorme. Top 5 Français sur le podium.
Really far to riders right, nails that
Top
left
5.
hander, makes it look really simple.
Full français.
Carries great speed through there.
On a
1.6 seconds back.
la clan
So he's
qui est
lost 2/10 of
un
a
peu loin
second.
pour l'instant. Faut vraiment faire la différence maintenant.
That's a little bit off on
Sinon, c'est foutu.
53.2 through the speed traps, a little bit off from what we've seen in previous riders. Low and
Nice.
inside in that big berm there.
Yeah, Trek Unbroken starting to look a bit more like themselves.
Le podium full of ouais, I'm stock. Et elle a dit quoi?
I think Stan, the only rider to have gone faster down this mountain than Nathan Pomvian. Jackson Goldstone, when he won last year, he's coming up later in the show.
He just
Et puis encore, je l'ai dit un peu trop en anglophone, le I'm stock.
I'm surprised
I am
right-hander
stock.
left after Lars Vergier detonated it on the last run, but here comes Lucky
C'est ça
Stevens
qu'on dit?
McNabb for the next split.
Ah.
Also really good through that left.
C'est comme,
Really
comment il
aggressive
s'appelait?
It's back to 1.4.
Le dauphin, là, au cross-country. Celle qui rigole comme un
Gap
dauphin.
over there makes it look easy. Nails that right-hander.
Spent a bit of time in the UK.
Merde.
In the build up to this one.
Attendez, comment elle s'appelle?
His teammate Matt Walker.
Pushes a little bit higher than we've seen before and can turn down and carry that momentum out.
Yeah, he's aggressive, but at the same time, doesn't push too far beyond it. Lockie doing really
Alors,
well
c'est pas
through here. What's the
Pauline.
next split gonna say? 1.9,
Ah,
he's
c'est-
lost half a second, Mark.
Yeah.
Et putain, mais elle est là, mais il n'y a pas son
Away a
nom.
little bit, isn't
J'ai
it?
la photo,
You
mais il n'y a
can't
pas son
see
nom.
you can't see too much wrong with it, but it's just not coming. It's not coming together like he wanted.
No, it is not.
Ah, Loana Lecomte, voilà, Loana Lecomte, qui avait un accent de fou aussi, qui disait toujours I have a very good chap.
Of course, then.
Yes. Elle me terminait pendant les interviews, celle-là. Puis en plus, elle avait un rire affreux. Désolé, hein. Mais un rire de dauphin, vraiment. On se sentait 110 km. Oh my god, tu m'étonnes que t'es fracassé? Bah bravo mec, hein. Bravo. Kabiru qui a un super accent. Et encore ça va je trouve. C'est déjà mieux que Ponvienne. Non mais les deux couillons là. Je te jure. Ça me tue. C'est parti, on va kiffer.
Henry Kiefer for Canyon Downhill Racing. 13th in Lenzerheide from 3rd in Leogang. Again out qualifying Lucas Shaw, Troy Brosnan. This guy's points have given Canyon a good few team of the day awards.
Wow.
That is ridiculous.
It looks great, doesn't it? Every single time.
No! Down. Kiefer.
Oh, we're not going to see it.
Down in the
Aïe 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 aïe. Il est bien tombé, je crois. Hein. Oh, il met du temps à repartir. Gros crash. Ah bah on n'a pas kiffé longtemps.
Oh, Henry Kiefer, what could have been? 6 to go after this, man.
Non mais c'est là. Je crois qu'on n'aura pas mieux cette année. Je pense pas. Ah ouais, il y a tout qui s'est cassé la gueule sur son bike là. Bon bah tant pis pour kiffer. C'est dead. On espère qu'il s'est pas fait mal. Il y a eu beaucoup de casses hein, à la tuile là au cross-country. Il y a Colombo, un Suisse qui s'est fracturé l'os ici là, le petit, à l'avant-bras. Et puis qu'est-ce qu'on a eu? On a eu un autre crash maintenant, je sais plus. Qui c'est qui a été... Ah, Vidoré qui était pas là parce qu'il s'est foulé la cheville. On verra s'il est là demain. Et puis bah, des crashs sur piste pendant la course quoi. Combien il reste de riders? Il reste 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6-7 personnes il reste. Azaro qui s'est planté, ouais. Azaro et Aldridge qui s'est fait shooter par Martin. Hallucinant.
Yeah, absolutely, and you can't second guess yourself that it might be there or it might not be. You have to work on facts. So you either work on facts is I know it's good, or you work on.
Comme d'hab, hein, si vous voulez supporter, vous supportez déjà le stream. Si vous voulez participer un peu et puis soutenir la chaîne, c'est ça que je voulais dire. Après les podiums, en général, je mets un peu de pub. Il y en a qui savent, d'autres peut-être pas encore. Du coup, si vous laissez juste l'écran allumé, vous pouvez aller pisser, faire autre chose et tout. Aller prendre à boire pendant que les pubs elles tournent. C'est juste un soutien à la chaîne et tout. Puis en fait, au fur et à mesure de l'année, avec le peu de pub et tout que je mets, et certaines personnes qui sub, en fait ça me paye l'abonnement de vélo pour regarder, et du coup on regarde tous gratos finalement, donc c'est pas mal. Finalement tout le monde y gagne.
Yeah, absolutely, and it'll be sent on your phone, a picture or a video or something, so at least you can see it and make a bit of judgment yourself.
Bon, il a pas l'air de s'être fait mal, hein. Ça descend bon gentiment, mais ça descend quand même.
Will that be the same for every rider, or will there be different riders who just want to be left alone and let me do my thing? And or were you somebody that wanted that info, as much info as possible?
Yeah, I needed the info. I didn't want to leave it down to chance. If I was leaving down to chance, then there's a chance that I mess it up.
Yeah, I get
On est parti avec le suivant.
Next up, Ryan Pinkerton, fastest qualifier
Pinkerton.
last time out in Lenzerheide. For Mondraker Factory Racing. The top 6 from here on were covered by less than a second in qualifying yesterday. So this one is going to go right down the wire. Current top 5, all French, Ponvian, Oran, Piron, Vergier, Piron.
Va-t-il y avoir quelqu'un pour stopper la lignée de Français? C'est la question qu'il faut se poser aujourd'hui. Est-ce que ça va être un Canadien? ou un Américain.
Oh, nice.
On verra.
That gap is so big.
Et qui
like
fait
it's
carrément bas.
absolutely nothing. These top riders hitting it. There's Henry Kiefer across the line. Great to see under his own steam for Canyon.
Ryan Pinkerton's through where Henry Kiefer just crashed.
Yeah.
Approaching the first split.
Just under 9/10 of a second back at that first split, but a lot of the Thuile.
C'était pas à l'eau d'Anviel où il y avait non. Oh là là! Petite erreur, il a failli se foutre dedans. Ah, ça met une petite frayeur, ça. C'est à l'eau d'Anviel, non? Il y a eu la win streak là, qui a été pétée. Non, il me semble. Il a failli y avoir aussi 5 Français sur le podium.
You've just got to let those mistakes just go out of your mind. You can't dwell on them for a second. They've got to just be happen and gone, and you're on to the next.
Yeah, you actually heard him shout when he did it as well. He knew that was time left on the table.
Yeah, see that? He snuck up to the left, hops across, and then dives inside on the next right-hander. I think we've only seen the Alran brothers do that previously.
Oh, absolutely rails around that left-hander, Pinkerton. So good. The next split, let's see how much time he lost then. Well, he's gained a 10th of a second. Jorge, his team manager, bangs the boards.
53.7 through the speed trap. He's still traveling.
Maybe you're right, Mark. Maybe
on verra.
Just woken him up a bit, Pinkerton. That mistake on the way into the left-hander. Certainly looking like he's back in the office now.
Really nice off that crest. Goes quite deep. Rides the main line through all the big bumps. Hits.
Really maturing, isn't he, into the full body of work for an elite rider, Pinkerton.
Yeah, definitely. He's riding with confidence. He knows that he's really close to winning one of these things and being right up there each and every week. He's going to be a threat.
Well, he's yet to finish lower than 11th this season. Couple of 10th places, 8th at round 1.
C'est vrai que Pinky est toujours dans la course. À 0,9. Faut se méfier.
Carries great speed through the mid.
Ça va déjà casser la win streak là.
He really has to keep it together for the intensity through the final sector. Pinkerton needs to get the bike there first, of course. 5 to go after this, man.
That's fast through there. Full commitment. Threads the needle, keeps the wheels on the ground. No flamboyant hopping and jumping across the camber.
Pinkerton. Oh, it was scruffy through that right-hander, but it's kept the bike moving nicely. Finds a little gap across those routes. What's the next split going to tell us about how well this is going? And 8/10, he's found a 10th of a second, so this is where he needs to work now.
C'est pas loin. Il y en a certains qui arrivent à faire de la magie noire à la fin.
Like I said before,
Ça
perhaps
sortait vert après la...
You're going to be so physically
le step
fatigued,
down.
both your arms and your legs, because it's so rough this afternoon.
Ryan Pinkerton. Throwing absolutely everything.
Attention chat, accrochez-vous.
Comes down towards the line. Can he break the French stranglehold here in Italy? Goes third, he does.
Ah, third.
3 seconds.
Il arrive 3e et il sépare la muraille française.
Mark, here's the mistake.
Yeah, he's...
Ouf, ouais, putain, il a failli se foutre en l'air. Hein.
S'il
n'y avait pas eu cette erreur, peut-être que ça aurait été vert. Hein.
And he can't gather it up, and it has a spike, and
beau run.
He doesn't high side him.
But what a mature ride, though, from a young rider to then just keep at it.
Ah.
Okay,
Attention, chat.
5 to go.
Attention, chat. C'est Lazare qui arrive. Alors, est-ce que Mystique a marabouté? Il m'a écrit hier. Il a dit t'inquiète pas, je suis pas là demain pour le live, mais je vais marabouter à distance.
Second here as a junior last season behind Thuile. Thuile currently sitting in second place. Nathan Ponvian leads the way.
Well, talking of young riders and maturity, there's no one doing it better this year than Asa Vermette.
No, he has just got the handle of this being an elite right from the get-go. Got that win. And really impressively, Mark, that's kind of not, doesn't seem to have messed with his head at all. I think there's a lot of young riders that would defeat quite early. Oh, goes deep into there.
Yeah, he's not changed his approach. He seems to be having fun with it.
Keeps the bike on the deck through there, doesn't go for the big gap, looks fast on exit.
Carries loads of speed through there, doesn't he?
Vermette, couple of pedal strokes, gets past Kiefer's crash point from earlier on the run. 1.5 seconds back though.
1 seconde 5. Mais on a déjà vu ça par le passé. On a déjà vu par le passé qu'il y avait des gros temps au début et tout d'un coup, par magie, ça disparaît. Donc ne parlons pas trop vite.
Oh, he hit that left-hander really hard.
Vermette now into that really awkward right-hander. Floats across the gap. Nicely done.
It looked like he went deep over that second crest.
Vermette really nicely down through the trees now as we jump on board the live drone to follow him.
He threads the needle up onto that camber there. It's such a precise margin that you've got to get on to carry your speed down into that left-hander.
Let's see how he deals with this really tricky flat left-hander at the bottom of this.
Pulls out all the way to rider's right.
Nice.
Nails the inside and carries loads of speed. What's the next split going to say, Rick?
Gets well over the left-hand side. Is this adding up to go his way? Vermette has taken some time back. 1.3 seconds now, so on the move here. The American in Italy. 1.3 seconds of difference between him and Ponvian, who currently sits in the hot seat. Frameworks are having an amazing season. Can Asa Vermette get his second career UCI Downhill World Cup win this afternoon?
That was fast over that crest there. Full commitment. Goes deep down that backside of there.
4 to go after him. Kuhn, Goldstone, Suarez, Alonso, Williams. Beautifully done through that right-hander.
And again in the next left one. Keeps his feet in nice and tidy.
That's as fast as Ponvian went through there to my eyes. Can Vermette clawing back now along the bottom half of this La Thuile Hell Track. He's got more time back.
C'est pas loin, chat, hein. Ça gagne du temps là. Ça gagne du temps.
He's going to have to keep fighting all the way to the finish. You've got these key cambers coming up. He needs to absolutely nail them.
Vermette moving with the bike beautifully across the ground. Bends round the tree, gets across the gap, nice and smooth, staying low in that Fox speed suit.
Attends, parle pas trop vite, hein, parle pas trop vite. Il y a des gens qui ont réussi à gagner du temps à partir de maintenant.
As simple as you can be.
Just speed.
Just all about the speed.
Just speed, Vermette. Here he comes through the next.
Mais voilà, t'as parlé trop vite. Florian, t'as parlé trop vite. Il y en a qui dépensent l'énergie différemment et il a l'air de le mettre à la fin, ce qui est une très bonne tactique. Parce qu'on a vu beaucoup de gens perdre de la vitesse et de l'énergie dans les derniers virages. Tout à fait. Et c'est fast! C'est fast!
Apologies if you heard any language there. Asa Vermette, 4 riders left at the top. It's not going to be Nathan Ponvian's day.
Aïe, 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 aïe. Florian qui parle trop vite. Absolument. Tellement dégoûté par le pont. Bah oui, ouais. C'est le game. Mais n'empêche, ça lui fait une super course. Hein. Ça lui fait de l'expérience et tout. The French will be careful, Mason. There is a few people French on the chat.
He just kept digging, didn't he? Yeah. And who was very good at that? Aaron Gwynn.
Too early, too early.
Just never gave up on anything.
Il a dit quoi?
Takes the lead. Apologies here in the language. 3:26.7, the fastest time. A word on this man though, Bodie Kuhn.
Ah, c'est un peu ça, ouais. Là, c'est vraiment les.
Qualifying performance. He's been
big win today.
Just sort of like getting out. Does a run of practice, goes back in the pit, gets warmed up, gets a blanket around him. Has not been well, but it's not slowed him down.
Wow, he went so far off that first big jump there off the piste.
Ah ouais, c'est ça.
Race division, run of the Adidas Predator colours.
Didn't gap between the two
take
berms.
Care of you,
Stay on the ground. There's another hop there he did. Pulled for a gap that we haven't seen anyone do previously.
Yeah. Just inside 0.2 of a second back, Bodie Kuhn. Top 5 currently Vermette, Ponvian, Oram, Pinkerton, Pierron. Free to go after Kuhn.
Ah, au DH, alors chez les femmes on est là. Chez les femmes on est là. Chez les hommes, moi je l'ai toujours dit, hein, je comprends. C'est incompréhensible pourquoi il n'y a aucun Suisse. C'est fou. On est entouré de vous, des Italiens et des Allemands qui roulent bien. Comment c'est possible qu'on n'est pas là? C'est fou. J'arrive pas à comprendre. On est nul à chier en DH homme. DH homme. Mais après le foot, c'est vraiment pile ou face quoi. On n'est pas une équipe dégueulasse, mais on n'est pas une grosse équipe non plus. Ça fait des perfs des fois ça fait de la merde. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's shit. Je me commence à le même.
He really pushed the front there. He's lucky to stay up, but he's still in it, he's still fighting.
Ah ouais, Autriche aussi, ouais. Non, c'est fou, je comprends pas. Je comprends pas pourquoi on n'a pas de mec au moins dans le top 20, quoi. Je sais pas, je demande pas grand-chose. Mais il y en a juste pas en finale, quoi. C'est fou. Pourtant, je vois que ça forme un peu. Je vois sur les réseaux de Sport Suisse, il y a des jeunes et tout qui s'entraînent, mais... Je crois qu'on va aller chercher un coach extérieur. Hein. Je crois qu'on met juste pas les moyens d'aller chercher quelqu'un qui s'est roulé, quoi. D'aller chercher un petit Greg Minard ou un truc comme ça, quoi. Pourtant, c'est pas l'argent qui manque en Suisse. Non, ouais. Mais je pense que ça investit beaucoup dans le cross-country. Alors pour le cross-country, on a beaucoup de femmes, beaucoup d'hommes. On a tout ce qu'il faut. Mais je crois que ça veut juste pas investir beaucoup dans la descente, quoi. Parce qu'en vrai, Bowman, elle s'est assez démarquée en faisant des perfs. Et puis c'est grâce à ça qu'elle a pu après choper tous ses sponsors, etc. Mais toute la renommée qu'elle a maintenant, et puis qu'elle a pu être avec Commensal. Mais chez les mecs, ça montre rien. On est où avec Kuhn là? J'ai rien suivi.
Great race run from him, taking nothing away from him. Home in 7th place, 2.9 seconds back for Adidas Norco Race Division. Does so well to stay upright.
C'était pas très propre, hein.
Times on that run, Mark.
Yeah, perhaps he's not had the run that he really wanted.
La grosse brute.
Position in qualifying, but at the end of the day, he's going to come away with at worst 10th, and that's be his best result of the season so far, and something to build on, you know.
Et du coup, les deux là, ils arrivent à parler là, aux autres. Elle a dit quoi?
Free to go. And here we go. The race we've all been hoping to see. Goldstone versus Vermette.
Ah, ça fait plaisir de le voir en finale. Je sais pas vous, mais ça fait longtemps.
The reigning UCI Downhill World Champion, the reigning UCI Downhill World Cup overall title winner, sets out on a track that he says is one of, if not his favourite track anywhere in the world. Jackson Goldstone on course now for the Santa Cruz Syndicate.
Look how low he is, dropping down behind the bars. He's going to come into this first big jump here under the monster.
Il a vraiment mal vieilli, hein.
His winning GoPro run from here last season, unbelievable.
He squeezes a little bit on that right-hander. He's more inside than we've seen. Carves across and gets the double between the two berms. Full commitment start from Jackson.
Raced a couple of EWS races back
Et c'est vert, chat. Je me disais que c'était vachement rapide.
Both races actually. Half a second faster.
Après, il faut être costaud, hein. C'est costaud la piste là. Donc, est-ce que c'est une piste qui convient à ce gabarit? Et très petit et fin, Jackson. C'est pas une brute comme Bruni par exemple. Là, on est plus sur du guépard que sur du buffle. Oh la vache!
It's a lot shorter where he's just ridden
than
the other guys have been going all the way around.
Well, we need to get the next split there and find out how
much. Le gerbotron du drone là.
We haven't seen that in any of the races from any rider so far. That's the level this man's operating at.
All the way right. Carves across the turn perfectly. Carries loads of speed.
Started turning a lot earlier, didn't he? Just to get it done. Here we go.
Ouf, c'est toujours vert.
0.4 of a second faster. His dad, Rob Copeland, look on the bottom. Goldstone.
Oh, that was mega through there, that left. It skips across the roots with ease.
This track couldn't have come at a better time for him. Needs to exercise a few demons. Would fancy doing it today. Big day here for the Santa Cruz Syndicate last season.
Oh, he hit that. See how hard he hit that right-hander.
Here we go into this right-hander at the bottom of this. That's
Ouf, il a été envoyé par l'avant, petite erreur, peut-être que ça va lui coûter. Oula, je me vomis dessus. Peut-être qu'il va perdre du temps un peu. Il s'est pris un peu le guidon dans le bide. Ok, ouais, ça lui a coûté effectivement un peu de temps. Il faut continuer de booster Goldstone si tu veux la prendre cette victoire. Faut pas lâcher. Est-ce que l'Amérique du Nord va s'imposer devant les Français?
That was fast right there, as fast as we've seen, full commitment. And another gap, see, all the way over, didn't hang up at all, got that little pocket.
Et alors qu'il nous reste encore 2 Européens pour essayer de battre l'Amérique du Nord après. Un petit peu rouge, mais comme d'hab, on sait pas. Là, c'est chaud, là. Là, c'est chaud, on peut pas savoir.
Jackson Goldstone on the big Santa Cruz V10 for the Syndicate. The UCI Downhill World Champion, looking a lot more like himself here in the Thuile. He won here last season. Is Jackson going to be back in business again this year?
Non, ça va deuxième. Deuxième pour Goldstone. Podium. Alors peut-être Vermette. Peut-être Vermette pour un deuxième podium.
No, I didn't think it was enough.
Oh là là, non mais regarde ça, regarde ça, regarde ça, regarde ça. Oh la vache, frère, tellement beau. Je chiale. Ouais, là, il a fait une petite erreur. Il nous reste un Espagnol et puis un Anglais. Angel. Vamos, Angel.
Vermette, Goldstone, Ponvia on the top 3.
Yeah, good, yes, good job. Il a dit quoi?
Some of the things he did, like that line, that creativity was there.
Here we go, Angel Suarez Alonso. Exactly 22 years to the day since the last win by a Spanish rider in the elite downhill. David Vasquez, excuse me, round 5, Calgary.
Est-ce que les Espagnols vont sauver un peu l'honneur des Européens?
Second fastest in qualifying yesterday.
Spanish will save the European honor.
Oh, he's a big tuck on the front wheel. Doesn't phase him, forgets about it.
Putain, mais il y a des petits. Le terrain, il est miné. C'est un mec du foot, ça. Arrêtez de ramener le foot partout, là. Casse les couilles.
Has tried a lot of different bikes and setups this season.
Pushes. Oh, he's a bit offline there.
Yeah.
Makes the best of it. A little bit of a instinctive move.
En plus 32, je m'en bats vraiment les couilles. Je regarde juste la Suisse quand elle joue parce que sometimes makes good, sometimes makes a shit.
For Angel Suarez Alonso.
Back onto conventional line round the outside, unlike Jackson.
Ça me donne des courbatures de regarder là.
Ça stresse. Going well over the rider's right-hand side there in the last run.
He just carries a lot
Ah, mais c'est ça, ça veut rien dire le début.
Onto that thin shelf.
Ça ne veut rien dire. Ça peut être vert, mais ça peut être rouge à la fin, ça peut être rouge au début, ça peut être vert à la fin. Aïe, 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 aïe. Et on voit qu'il descend sur le fiac. Aïe, Alonso. He's down.
Bitter disappointment.
That's a real shame.
Il s'est ouvert le cul vraiment.
Il y a
un trou dans le fit. Bon, la principale c'est qu'il n'est pas blessé. On ne souhaite ça à aucun d'entre eux. Il ne reste plus que l'anglais. Jordan Williams pour
This guy, though,
Specialized Gravity. Est-ce qu'il va réussir à déloger
That scrub off there. Yeah, he's immensely
Vermette?
talented.
C'est notre dernier espoir,
He just
chat.
needs to rub of the green and get a bit of luck on his side. And you know, he's proved qualifying yesterday that he can be right up there. He's immensely fast.
Yeah, was aboard that Frameworks program the first year they
C'était quoi
ran it.
ce
Was
plan?
on the YT mob with Martin Whiteley and Aaron Gwynn for a long time before that.
Oh, he's ripped all of his pants. Do you see?
Yeah, that's not ideal
Merci,
either. I
Baguette.
think we can both agree on that.
No, it's not ideal.
Suarez Alonso still pushing on here.
Bah, on verra pour Jardin.
He makes that gap really nice.
Yeah.
I don't think it does it justice about how hard that actually would be to ride.
I can't believe the height that Jackson got off it. That pop through there was just absolutely huge. I know they call him Boost Bro, but...
And inch perfect. Like, you've got to be inch perfect.
Jackson Goldstone on for his 12th career elite podium from 23 starts. There can't be anyone, maybe
ouais, c'est
Aaron
fou.
Gwynn, who can match that.
Maybe.
Bah, le temps de se relever, de repasser au point de passage, c'était descendu trop loin. Enfin, c'était sorti de la piste, tu vois.
Dusting off the history books beside me.
Ça
Angel
coupe très
Suarez
vite du
Alonso,
temps. Hein.
take your hat off to this man. An unbelievable qualifying performance.
Ah,
and
25.
So upsettingly up
25e.
at the first split. He's done enough bike
25
races to
for
know
the
that
Spanish.
Sometimes that is just the way it goes.
Bad luck.
Look at the age of the riders on the hot seat in front of him. Last rider at the top of the hill then, and it is
Attention, chat, c'est le
Jordan
dernier.
Williams from Specialized Gravity.
Waouh, ce qu'il est beau le bike.
What can the Englishman do?
Vous savez ce que c'est le
today?
bike? C'est un
1,107
démo.
days since his last UCI World Cup win, and that was his very first as an elite. He and Jackson Goldstone pushed each other every step of the way as juniors. His best finish so far this season, third in Ludenviel. Sixth in Lenzerheide, Q1 in Ludenviel as
C'est vrai
well.
que cette course, il y a beaucoup de nouvelles têtes
British
hein,
National Champ sleeve on
en
his
haut du
arm.
panier.
Down low behind the bars, he's tucking in, he's going to be fully committed. Just a glimmer of 66 Ks on the speed there.
66 kilometers an hour, turning
Oh,
into
il a
a
pas
corner on a
sauté.
mountain bike.
Wow, that was fast and low.
Il a pas
didn't
sauté,
opt to
chat.
jump between
No
the two
air
berms.
time.
Yeah, Specialized Gravity will have every single inch of this place analysed. They'll know that's faster, and it's faster
Puis c'est
by
vert.
0.8 of a second now.
Bon, finalement, il n'y avait même pas besoin de
He
sauter.
nailed that corner there, got a pedal in, pulls up and manages that. Manuel's a little roller that we haven't seen anyone do
Ouf,
that
ça,
before.
c'était pas très
Jordan
propre par
Williams,
contre.
so
Le vélo, il la ramasse un peu là.
good on the bike, but a big guy as well. Plenty of upper body strength. This is him coming back towards his very, very best. The top three, as things stand, Vermette, Goldstone, Ponviam. Williams tips it into the really steep drop section.
Ah, c'est parti pour
Carried
le jeu
plenty of
montrant
speed
au
off that
drone.
crest, opts to go round the outside, unlike Jackson before him.
Got that win back at the start of 2023. He's had some difficulties.
C'est pas le meilleur
with
drone
injuries,
qu'on
but
ait
he's
eu, hein.
back this season. Specialized Gravity, both
C'est un
him
peu
and
le
Finn
jeu en
Isles
Bautron,
really
là-dedans.
firing in the absence of Loic Bruni with injury.
Cuts up high and then dives inside into that next right-hander, past where Angel Suarez just crashed. Pitches it out to the right and then dives
Nicely
inside.
done from Williams there. Vermette, Goldstone, Ponviam.
Alors, est-ce que ça va être vert? C'est une seconde d'avance. Une seconde d'avance, chat. C'est bien parti pour Williams.
54.7 Ks through the speed trap.
British rider lighting this place up.
I made that left
Je veux pas dire, mais Casimir a mal parlé, hein. Qu'est-ce qu'on a dit, chat? On a dit qu'il faut pas trop parler avant. On sait jamais. Mais bon. Mais bon, ce qu'on veut, c'est que ça coupe l'Amérique du Nord, là. Si un Anglais arrive premier, ça reste l'Europe. Donc ça reste pas loin de la France. Donc ça reste pas loin de la Suisse.
Bike looking absolutely unbelievable underneath him. Jordan Williams
Finalement.
has done nothing wrong to my eyes so
C'est les
far.
voisins qui
What's the
gagnent, c'est
clock gonna
cool.
tell? 1.7 seconds faster.
Oh la vache, ça augmente.
Time yesterday was a 3 minutes
Enfin, dans le
30.7.
négatif.
It's looking like he's
Nice.
going faster than that today. Last rider on the hill. Is he going to be the fastest to the bottom?
Ouais, c'est vrai, c'est chiant pour Pont.
Straight through.
Just uses upper body so well there to keep weight on the front axle.
Perhaps his entry speed was a little bit high. He had to check up there.
Over to the right-hand side there, then cuts him back across. Great bike riding from Jordan Williams.
Yeah, we haven't seen anyone go inside there yet, Rick.
Arrête d'être pour tout le monde. Bah, c'est le défaut.
Still in the lead of the race here, Jordan Williams.
He's got to give everything he's got still to the finish.
Moi, je suis pour tout le monde, moi.
It's time to empty the tank. Jordan Williams needs to keep pushing here in the Thuile.
Even this relatively simple section, he's got to nail every single corner.
Non, en vrai, j'ai pronostiqué Asa, moi. J'ai pronostiqué Asa. Oh putain! Il a un peu drifté sur le pont et ça prend la première place à 900. Oh la vache! Oh là, il se casse la gueule! C'est le deuxième podium de toute sa life en élite. Et il a l'airbag qui a sauté en plus là, on dirait le bossu de Notre-Dame. Putain. Oh, les spécialisés qui enchaînent des wins là, c'est temps incroyable. Putain, il a drifté sur le pont, ce malade mental. Il a l'airbag qui a sauté. Putain, je pensais pas qu'ils avaient des airbags. Incroyable. Putain, regardez comme il est baraque maintenant.
Unbelievable. I almost fell off my chair when I saw him have a two-wheel drive.
Le gars qui a dit je suis presque tombé de ma chaise.
I think it was a spike in my heart rate. Well, but what a run. What a run. He kept pushing.
C'est le troisième en élite. Il me semble qu'il a dit le deuxième, le gars. Bah tant mieux en tout cas, c'est pas beaucoup. Ah bravo, ça fait plaisir. Mais ça fait chier pour le pont. Le pont méritait. Le pont méritait, mais c'est l'expérience qui rentre. C'est l'expérience et la confiance qui part. Dans les guibolles et dans la tête. Incroyable. Et du coup, l'Anglais qui met un coup de pied à l'Amérique du Nord. Let's go. Quel Putain, j'espère qu'il y a eu des photos. On va revoir les ralentis, je vous le mets le fil. Hop. Il l'a pas sauté là, hein. Un peu déçu ça. Il a slalomé entre les taches roses. J'ai hâte de voir les temps par section. Apparemment, il était fast partout. Mais...
I'd rather him than me.
That's one of those ones you'll wake up in the middle of the night 2 years from now.
Attention, on va voir bientôt la rampe là.
10 years from now. Look at that round there. Both axles going on him at once, then still pulls off that.
I mean, fair play. What a ride! Like, you know, to do it from P1 as well in qualifying, it's the harder way to do it, I believe.
Yeah.
More pressure. I never did it from a Q1, P1.
Look at that.
And from the inside there, he turned in on the inside enter in that section.
Just a masterclass in bike riding that. Every little advantage he could eke out of that run, he nailed.
Yeah.
That's how you put a race.
Ah là là là, regardez. Oh putain de merde. Oh la violence de ce drift.
He's off the end of the boardwalk and he's like he's forgot about it. You could see he was already composed to land.
What a moment.
Oh le drift sur la planche. Ça donne des frissons ça. Oh la vache. C'est incroyable. Incroyable. Le drift sur la planche, fallait le faire quand même. Il fallait pas le rater surtout. Je veux dire, le maîtriser, c'est dingue. Ah là là, les Français charcutés dans tous les sens là, séparés les uns des autres. Le pont qui est quatrième, la médaille en choc. Mais je pense que ça fait plaisir au mental ça par contre. C'est clair que c'est difficile, mais Mais il va l'apprécier quand même cette 4ème place, hein, ça je peux vous le dire. Ça donne la confiance pour la suite. Les Alran aussi, ils ont fait des super courses. Hein. Ça fait plaisir ça. Quelle course, ça vous a plu, chat? On en a eu du pestacle. Oh là là.
Jordan Williams, what an absolute masterclass. How was it?
Oh my God, I'm so out of breath. Yeah, that was so insane. I risked my life the whole way down. I was like, right, it's now, I'm going. And I just went for it. And yeah, like the whole team, the whole vibe this week has been great. The track is awesome. The bike is working super well. Like the grip I had up there was just next level. So yeah, big shout out to all the people at Specialized for creating this insane machine. 3 in a row now for them.
It's been
il a risqué sa vie à chaque moment jusqu'en
How
bas.
does it feel to be back on the top of the podium?
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you feel like it's never going to happen again. I had a pretty rough winter. I broke my collarbone, and yeah, I've just got to give it up to my family, my girlfriend, and everyone that supports me to keep me in this good mood and get me back to here. So it's awesome.
Elle est contente de tout son entourage qui l'a encouragé parce qu'avec sa clavicule pétée cet hiver, c'était pas facile.
Oh my God, I knew I was on a pretty good one. I was like, keep pushing all the way. The back wheel slid and I was like, I'm going down. Somehow I managed to keep the grip and yeah, went across the line, so I'm stoked.
Well, we're so
Il a cru qu'il allait tomber sur la planche.
Thank you so much.
De rien les gars pour la diff. Ah c'était cool. Trop kiffé. Trop kiffé. Nice. Ah alors Jordan, le pont est où? Le pont était fast le premier, ouais. C'est le plus fast, c'est le pont au secteur 1. Ensuite, à Zavermet, il a bien poussé à la fin, hein, c'est ça, on voit la diff, il était rouge au début, puis après il était vert. Et la différence aurait été au secteur 2 et 3 pour Williams. Intéressant. Ah.
Ace of a mitt. Wow, that was so tight. How was it?
Yeah, it was good. I just didn't have intensity at all off the top. I was like 1.5 back. And I knew I was kind of creeping up top. And in the middle, I just yelled at myself, like, lock in. And I locked in at the bottom and put down a pretty solid bottom. And I pulled back my time there. And I was glad to. But yeah, good enough for second. I'm so stoked still. Like, first year still. Yeah, I'm stoked. Couldn't be any better.
Talking about that lock-in on the bottom, that split
Ah, il était très content de sa perf et tout, puis il savait qu'avec le temps qu'il a fait, ça allait être le podium quoi.
I honestly have no clue. I knew I was slow up top, like I said, and I knew I had to push, so I just did that and hoped for the best, really, and it worked out. So yeah, I don't really know what I did, but yeah, I'm glad I did it.
That's your second podium in the last couple of rounds. Do you think the overall is something that you could try and challenge for this rest of the season?
I mean, I hope so. It's crazy to say that for my first year, but I mean, yeah, that's the overall goal. So I'll keep digging and see what we can do.
Well, we wish you all the best, and we look
Il
forward
est
to
chaud
seeing you
pour
in
le
the
overall.
Thank you, and congrats to Jordan for the second win. That was super cool.
Derrière pour le stream les gars, derrière. Ah, je crois que je l'ai trop dit, mais je le redis une dernière fois, si jamais vous voulez soutenir le stream, vous pouvez rester après les podiums. Je mets juste après qu'ils aient reçu le trophée, je mets de la pub. Et puis après, alors cassez-vous quoi. Ou alors cassez-vous maintenant, je sais pas. Aucune obligation de sub ou de mettre un prime, mais si vous voulez regarder un peu de pub, c'est cool. Regardez, enfin vous laissez l'écran allumé quoi. Ouais, on se comprend.
Where it's going to come from, and I actually don't mind where it comes from if I get to watch that sort of standard of race.
Ah, le classement général. C'est toujours Amaury, suivi de très près de Finn et Williams. Spécialisé qui colle le cul à Commensal.
So close. Williams has catapulted himself into the title race here in the Thuile.
Ah, ça a coûté tellement de points à Goldstone à part ça de pas être en finale 2 fois là.
Jackson Goldstone, your first podium of the season. How does it feel?
Yeah, there we go. It feels really good. Yeah, I mean, one better than last week, which I'm really stoked on. But yeah, I mean, the run was good. It definitely didn't have any moments where I was, like really trying to push out of my comfort zone to make up an insane amount of times. I definitely felt like I rode within myself, and if that's good enough for the podium, I'm got to be happy with that. Definitely had like 2 little mistakes in there, like foot off, blew up one of the corners, and managed to hold it on. But yeah, really stoked on today's results. I mean, I think we're just climbing back to where we want to be, and yeah, we're getting there slowly. I hope it came quicker, but yeah, can't be mad about podium, and congrats to Asa and Jordan on the stellar performances, and yeah, it's good to see the young boys ripping it.
Très content de sa perf, fait quelques erreurs et trop content des jeunes qui arrivent à la concurrence.
Yeah, I mean, well, this is one of the tracks that it can go wrong so quickly if you really were to put your life on the line. Where I think Andorra is going to be one of those tracks where you have to put your life on the line to put the run that you want down. So a little bit of different kind of mindset going into that one, and I mean, we'll just have to see how the track looks, see if they've made any changes, and see what we can do to try and do better next time.
Well, we look forward to seeing you in Andorra. Thanks, Jackson.
Cheers.
Ok, ça se prépare fort pour Andorre. Il dit c'est vraiment la piste où tu dois mettre ta vie dessus. Je sais pas comment traduire ça correctement. Mais enfin, il faut tout miser, quoi. C'est ça. On verra.
I definitely think that he is. I think we saw that confidence. We saw that line that he hit that no one else hit on the inside and right up towards the top.
That's something he's been missing, hasn't it? Like, we were used to seeing that last season where all of a sudden he would just be on a different part of the racetrack doing something that no one else had seen. And that came back today. There was a bit more of the movement on the bike, the upper strength, the creativity.
Yeah, he popped a few things, gaps over little things in true Jackson style, and it's exciting to watch when he's on. And hopefully he can continue that growing confidence.
Well, Jordan Williams got the win today.
Ouais, c'est vachement plus. Mais je pense que c'est à cause de tous les nouveaux visages. Hein.
And just threw absolutely everything at the wall.
Il est trop marrant, Ghostload.
Jackson Goldstones inside that particular Michelin Man suit, but yeah, UCI World Champion back on the podium.
Bon chat, ça m'a fait plaisir de vous voir. On a bien rigolé. On se voit demain pour le VTT long, pour ceux qui veulent suivre ça. Sinon, la prochaine course de vélo de descente, je vais vous dire ça tout de suite. C'est le week-end prochain, il me semble. Le week-end prochain, du 10 au 12, à Pal Aransal en Andorre, une course, les courses mythiques Andorre. Du coup, je vous laisse sur ces belles images. Si vous voulez soutenir, restez après le podium, je mets un peu de pub, sinon cassez-vous. Je vous souhaite une belle suite de samedi. Et puis à demain pour le VTT, et sinon à samedi prochain pour le vélo de descente. Ça m'a fait super plaisir de vous voir. Comme d'habitude, on s'est bien marré. GG à tous les Français qui ont fait des super places, même si c'est malheureusement pas sur le podium, mais franchement, incroyable pont. Et puis peut-être c'est pour le week-end prochain, on sait pas. Allez, je vous laisse là-dessus. Et puis merci à vous, merci beaucoup. C'est grâce à vous qu'on regarde tous gratuit. C'est clair et net. Allez, tchuss.
Huge result for him.
Absolutely, with Finn having such a good year, it's easy to think, oh no, you want to beat your teammate or at least be competitive with your teammates. So he's obviously got the speed, he's qualified fastest twice now and turned that into a win.
I'm good.